I got started because my sister started giving us jewellery and the women in the family jewellery as gifts.
To start, I was making it for me, and then my friends saw what I was wearing, and then one of my friends said, well, why don't you have a go at selling? So I thought, well, I'll give it a go and see how it goes.
I do like a challenge. Because sometimes you look at something that you can't do it, but then you don't know if you don't try, do you?
When you've made it, you've just made it, you think that's nice, put it on. When you get it out the next time, that's when you think, yeah, that looks really good, that looks quite professional, I'm proud to wear it.
Quite often at work they'll ask me what I'm wearing. They're astonished. First of all, you think something so simple and they're astonished at the piece of jewellery that you've made.
They say it looks so professional, and when I show them how easy it is to do, they're saying, oh, can I have a go of it?
These necklaces are great for layering up, for atmosphere, sort of holidays.
Because they're there in the living room with you, you get to see the same people on a regular basis and you feel a bit like you know them.
It's like a family, you know all the guests that are on the TV. And then when you come to something like a workshop, it's really good because you seem to know everybody, you know about the people that you're working with.
It just feels like your own family, that you're actually there with them and you are part of their family, you're part of their, their community.
Do you want to tell everyone about the great purchase you've made from Jewellery Maker? Do you want to shout about the great service you've received? Then why not download the Jewellery Maker's Viewer's Voice app, available for iPhone or Android, and record a video that could be played on Jewellery Maker. Simply search Jewellery Maker Viewer's Voice in the Apple App Store or the Google Play Store and download our Viewer's Voice app straight to your phone or tablet. You can record as many videos as you like and send them straight to us here at Jewellery Maker. All you have to do is then carry on watching us as usual and wait for your video to be played. Download the JM Viewer's Voice app and you could be the next face we see here on Jewellery Maker.
Hello everybody, how are you? I tell you, we're all in a good mood today. We've all got that Sunday spirit, I suppose.
Well, you're starting to wake up a bit now.
Yeah, that's it. We've sort of finally come to. It takes a while. It takes a few cups of teas. No, do you know what? I've been absolutely brimming with excitement since the moment I stepped into the studio because I knew just how exciting today's show was going to be. That's only set to continue, of course, with the afternoon and the evening. But I'm not done yet. You've got me for another hour, if you don't mind. Another hour. I'm joined by the gorgeous Phil. Earlier on, I had Juliet. Now I have the Romeo. The Romeo and Juliet of JM, you are. Yes, okay, maybe I shouldn't use them as an example. Obviously, we know how that one ends out, so that's a good point made there, Phil. Okay, how about more romantic, decadent gemstones? How about more amazing deals? You've got a lot, you've got a lot to live up to right now. We've brought some stonking deals, Phil. Got more? Yeah. Stonking deals. Tough act to follow. Yeah, absolutely. He says, don't you worry. Don't you worry. Can we do the labradorite? There are less than 30 of these available. The moment that you see these, it's going to be, gotta have, I'm buying them, I'm adding them, they're coming home with me. The quality of the labradescence that you're seeing here, oh my goodness. These are prisms of labradite. Can you see those colours and tones? I'm going to hold up. Oh, I really hope you can, look. I really hope you can see that labrador, oops, I'm no good with those tweezers at all. I can't use them. Every single one. Oh gosh, it's look. Do you get it there? Do you get it? Do you get it there? I don't know why I'm being so useless at showing you the labradescence today. Look at that. And everyone is exactly the same. Gorgeous amounts of glow, and blues and greens and reds, and everyone is the same. I just need to pick them up and show you and influence it to that flash of light. Now, there's 190 carats, faceted prisms. I call them prisms. rather than cones. I was talking to the lovely Gemma Crow, who I saw yesterday, and she was talking about how this shape is often used within gemstone healing, if you're believing in that, for channeling energy. Yeah, this natural phenomena gemstone, already 3 sold out. I'm not surprised. 3 gone, 3 sold. We've got less than 30 available, so I would encourage you dial as soon as you possibly can. They have the sterling silver on the top, the sterling silver connector, sorry, copper, I actually thought it was sterling silver, copper with your sterling silver over the top, guaranteed for $3.99 each, because you're getting 5 in a pack. 5 in a pack, and they're graduated, so I'm just thinking about a group of 5 friends or 5 siblings. These are great for gents jewellery as well, on some simple leather cord. I think they'd be fab for that. Catherine, Maria, Somerset, Karen, you've done it, Chrissy, Beverly, Elfina, Isabel, Lynn and Terry Ray, you're very close. I've got people multi-buying, web bidders checking out straight away. I love the fact that you have got those different sizes. You know, you've got some which are more which are a little bit daintier, a little bit smaller, and then you've got some which are really dramatic and really holding that big substantial carat weight. Guaranteed 190 carats, we had under 30. It's been super busy throughout the course of the morning, and that's only set to continue. Daphne, Andrea, Alexandra, you've done it. Well done. Surrey, hello to you. People multi-buying. Fran in London, what's the approximate gram weight of the cone? Thinking of lights, I don't know, sorry, we don't measure the gemstones in gram weight, it's carat weight, so I can give you the carat weight, which is 190, so, because different gemstones weigh different things, there's different densities, etc, so, but, if I can help you, Fran, I think these would be perfect for light cones. Light cones? Light pulls. Perfect. And even earring pulls, they're not too substantial. No, they're not too weighty. They're not going to smash, obviously with care and attention. So I think they'd be perfect for that in actual fact. I'd like to see these in a light pull. They'd be fabulous, wouldn't they? What do you think, Laura?
Yeah, I think they're ideal. And again, just hanging off of a piece of, very decadent, just in your window for the sun, like you say, going back to that healing process. Some people just want that in their room. It would be, you know, they're beautiful.
Can I just say, I've got an acquaintance, or we have an acquaintance who's got labradite as their worktop in their kitchen. Labradite. Can you imagine the daylight billowing through the window? Can you imagine? I mean, it's not going to be cheap, is it? But it's going to be stunning. It is going to be absolutely stunning. Only got 4 left. So first come, first serve. Can you imagine labradite as worktops? Wow, 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 wow. Margaret, Rita, Marilyn, London, Elizabeth, Susan, Alexandra, Daphne, Lynn, I've got Amanda there, County Atrium there, Carol, Tina, Yorkshire, you've just got yours. Hello to you, Catriona. You're very, very, very close to getting hold of yours. Again, flashes of coppers. I just want you to get these home and actually see it in natural daylight, I suppose, because every single one has got that labradescence that we're referring to. There's 3 left. It's going to be on and gone. It's going to sell out. You're not going to get a chance to get these again. I genuinely don't believe you will. Oops. Because I am so clumsy today, Maggie. I beg your pardon. So clumsy. Cece in Oklahoma, I have never been disappointed with JM's labradite. I have bought over 15 parcels of this stone from you. Thank you, Cece. Thank you. So a direct message there into the studio. And it's something that we are well known for. The quality of our, well, not just labradite, our gemstones, to be honest. We had AAA opal earlier on, but thank you for that live message. Yeah, tells everybody that hasn't already chosen this gemstone to give us a try, hopefully. Down to the last 3. They've gone. Quick message. Wow. You two look fabulous. Oh, bless you. I feel like I should make an effort to dress up to watch a show. Oh. No, please don't. Honestly. Do you know, I am the scruffiest person in the world when I'm at home. My poor fiance, he doesn't see me in anything outside of pyjama bottoms if I'm at home.
To be fair, I think people know when I'm working, if I go to work, if I do school run before I actually come to here, because they'll all go, because I've got makeup on, they'll be like, working today.
Yeah,
and you're like that. Yeah, actually I am.
I'm exactly the same. We had a hairdresser in today. I can't do all this. But yes, we had a hairdresser in to do the do. So we try. They said, come on, let's try. Let's try and make Eleanor look.
She was good. She gave me a bit of advice on what to do with mine as well, didn't she?
She did. She's very nice. She was very nice. Okay, moving on. The silver knitted wire. Oh, with gunmetal, that's a nice combination. No, I get it. I've seen this. In fact, yesterday I had it, which was green, and that might not be for everybody. It's what? Okay, be on the phone lines. Straight on the phone lines as soon as you can. I get it. Some people might not want the colour. This has got that silver, almost like Viking knit, if you like, and then a ball chain, which is titanium running through the core, running through the centre. This is going to be something which is a lot of people are going to be attracted to because it has got that safe colour combination. It's 1 metre in length. There's nothing stopping you taking that ball chain out of the centre if you want, because it has got a ball chain. In fact, can I just try and show that to you, just a little bit of it, if I show you the end. There we go. I don't want to destroy it, but yeah, you basically can pull that out, the centre, and then it becomes a hollow knit, I suppose, of your silver coloured mesh. 3mm. We've got... Have we got quantity? Less than 50. Low quantity this hour. Double people multi-buying. I'm not surprised. It's going under, and as soon as I say this, there's going to be sort of an instant reaction for under £5. £4.95. Look at the flurry of people on the phone and on the web. Hello to you, Shropshire, Elaine, Christine, Andrea, Louisiana, Susan. Hello to you, County Antrim, Lynn and Yorkshire, and Molly and Catherine, another Lynn, Sue, and Moray, Sharon and Sarah and Mary and Deborah. Half the stock has gone within seconds for 1 metre. I mean, it would be, to be honest, uncommissionable for you as a jewellery maker, or I should say us as jewellery makers, for us to actually recommission this. It's going to take up time, which is costly. Of course, it should be. It's invaluable, your time. And of course, the components, I highly doubt you could even source them separately for £4.95. Pauline, Lee, Sylvia, Maggie, you've done it. Cheshire, well done. Anita and Isabel, less than 50 of these available. And we've gone straight down to that £4.95 price tag. Again, just add it to your order. It's gorgeous, isn't it? I mean, I literally would wear it like so.
Well, do you know, like say with the sterling silver, with the pendant or something like that, you can pop one of those on because it's substantial as well. So it's going to have that balance.
Absolutely. Totally agree. Well done. Well done to every single one of you. Check out those baskets. I can't stress. It's limited. It's a limited opportunity. This, with the Tree of Life design that you've just done there, Laura, would be amazing.
That's what I mean. I mean, it's not perfect, but that's sort of going along finishing that one.
Oh, bless you. You are actually finishing.
I am actually. Well, I'm one of these people, I can't leave something half finished. It will bug me. So there we go. So I'm still working on it. But you can just have one of those hanging with the bail.
Yeah.
Through.
Ah, love it. So, absolutely love it. And then thread it through this gorgeous chain. That's what you need to do. Because it's substantial enough to carry the weight of that gemstone.
And ribbon ends is all you need to finish it off.
Yeah.
Just out of the standard findings kit.
Really?
The flat ends.
Finish it off, sorted.
And that will hold it, yeah.
You're done and you're dusted. You're done and you're dusted. Sorry, Phil. I can't hear you, Phil. They've sold out. Okay. I best move on then. I best move on. Moving on to... is that pink amethyst? Who's romantic? Leah, you are romantic, aren't you? Yes, I am too. I am too. Yeah.
I am, yeah.
I don't know. I find this a really romantic gemstone. It's a gorgeously feminine gem as well. It just, to me, epitomises love, friendship, softness, kindness, all those lovely words. Now, amethyst comes in different colours. You can have it in purple, like we had earlier on, a very rich and intense purple. You can have it in pink, like this. I own a pink amethyst, and do you know what? I actually wore it to what was our Gems TV ball, and so many people actually said to me, oh my gosh, your kunzite's amazing. I couldn't afford a kunzite of that size. I couldn't. It was a pink amethyst that people were actually mistaking for. The actual Rose de France again is a combination of the purple and the pinks. I'm loving this. They are faceted beautifully. Look at that clarity, look at that fire that you're getting as well. Double concave facets, so you've actually got the concave on the front and also on the reverse. Exceptional, flawless, I'm going to go as far as saying clarity, because I can't see any visual imperfections, can you? And that perfect amount of baby pink. For those of you that are February babies, this is just such a feminine take on your birthstone. Pink amethyst is, like I said, personal experience is often mistaken for kunzite. You get secondary hues, very soft secondary hues of powder pink, but also a very beautiful softness of blue, and because it is a lighter, more pastel gemstone, when you've got quality like what you have here on this strand, you'll see the abundance of fire, you'll see the brilliance. Lapidarists often favour gemstones which have got these sort of soft pastel colours, like pink amethyst, like aquamarine. Do you know why? Because when they can actually show off the quality of their cutting, so it's a means of them actually boasting the quality that they actually cut. Now, we're not doing this. $34.95. We are not stopping here. We are going to go way, way, way lower. Just take one of these with the sterling silver wire that you had earlier on.
I love that strand. I have that strand. Prong.
It's amazing.
The thing is, you can faux prong set it, but use a drill hole, so it looks like it's been prong set, but you've got that security of it actually being. You
can hear in my voice just how beautiful it is. The fact I've kind of softened ever so slightly.
Romantic.
Yeah, you can hear in my voice the tone, how it's changed. Now, we are bringing it to you at an amazing price reduction. Lowest ever price point. Dial, £21.95 for you to get hold of 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13 individual solitaires. I mean, imagine this just suspended from some sterling silver wire in a single solitaire pendant, or amazing earrings as well. They measure from 9 to 12 millimeters, and you can see the quality. I mean, I have sold pink amethyst time and time again, always in your precious metals, and always fetching well and truly in excess of the price points that's on your screen, and you're getting 13. Now, I've already got 10 in baskets straight away, confirmations with Maggie, Eileen, Laura, multi-buyers as well, telephone bidders there as well. Tracy, hello to you in NSW, New South Wales. Australia, hello to you. OMG, I so want those. You should buy them. Tracy, get them. This is the lowest price point. They've never been at that price before. Last time these were actually on your screens, Tracy, or our screens rather, they were £27.95, so it's never been a better, more affordable time to get these. I'm just picturing one. Look, just one here.
One with your sterling silver wire.
Yeah, you've got the sterling silver wire. You've got the high-end finding, or the diamonds that we had earlier on.
Well, you could have. I know we had these connectors, and obviously I put them into that design. But if you got those connectors, have one of those as a drop off of one of the connectors. That's all you'd need. It'd be beautiful.
Oh my gosh, it really would be beautiful, wouldn't it? I mean, talk about, at the beginning of the show, I did say that we have got some incredibly high-end gemstones at really affordable price tag. This included. Gosh, so many are already sold out. Rachel in Belgium, Londonderry, hello to you. Tracy, Judith, Kate, Tyne and Ware, Rosalane, Anne in County Limerick. You can see we're global, folks. Lynn in Kent, Maggie, hello to you. Midlothian, well done. Cheryl in Maine, we've got Lanarkshire there, Somerset, gosh, all over the world. Welcome, and so nice to have your company. You'll love these when you get them home. Absolutely stunning. Leave that with you, lowest ever price point. Absolutely incredible. Moving on to... Oh, when have we ever done 3mm gemstones in this? Sorry, 3 mils in Mookaite. So as we've had New South Wales on the phone lines, How about your wonderful gemstone from your beautiful borders? I love Australia, by the way. I travelled there a few years ago. And I just think it epitomises the landscape of Australia. To me. It's such a wonderful palette. You've got really rich, intense reds, flaming hot. You've got mustards, you've got pinks, you've got creams. When do we ever see mookaite? Furthermore, when do we see mookaite at 3 mil? I can't remember the last time I actually saw mookaite, actually.
I haven't seen mookaite for absolutely ages. We went for a phase where we had it sort of fairly regularly, didn't we? But I have not seen mookaite for a long time.
Yeah, it's one of those gemstones that you know, we either have it in abundance or we have an extreme drought of.
And I absolutely love it because it's so individual.
Yeah, I do as well. My handbag is that mustard colour. I've got a scarf which is these sort of these mustardy colours. I love the reds. I mean, they're really on trend at the moment. You know, those really rich colours which go through all the different seasons as well. I have to bring that price in. You're getting 3 strands. There's 20 carats, so 60 in total. And it's going to be £4 per strand. I absolutely adore them. Great for your seed beading. Great for your French knitting as well, if you love French knitting. Great for, what else? Accenting, spacers.
Accenting, spacers, clusterings. Like you say, that for
channel setting.
Yeah, exactly. That's the kind of ideal size for me, for my type of work as well, because 1 or 2 is all you would need, or channel setting in a ring. But also, if you did Viking knit, and going back to having that tool earlier on, just pop some of them inside a tube, a Viking knit, and that would be really pretty.
Yeah, ace, because it's that size where you could literally feed them through, couldn't you?
Yeah.
So a bit like what you just saw with the silver wire chain. You could actually have that rich, intense red running through the actual core of it. Susan, Stephanie, Julie, Sally, Lanarkshire, Swetha, Tina, Yorkshire, Isabel, tons of you there. And again, just layering up like so, because you're going to get at least, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bracelets here, depending on the measurements, obviously, but just layer it up like this. In a stacker style design. Wonderful. Again, stay where you are on those phone lines and you should be successful. But mookaite does always sell out because of its richness, I suppose. And again, it's very complementary.
Yeah, and again, for me, it's that uniqueness. But even there, you can see there's 2 little yellow ones next to each other. So you could get a tonal kind of match if you wanted to make a pair of earrings or something like that. But they're just so pretty.
Do you know what I would do? Because they are really small. Well, they're not really small, but they're 3 mil rounds. Do you know what I'm thinking? A head pin, a gold-plated head pin, through one of those, turn them into stud earrings.
Yeah, you could do that easily.
Easy peasy. And in Caithness, this stone has an Aboriginal meaning of strength. I did not know that, Anne.
No, I didn't know that. So is there actually 3 strands there?
There's 3 strands, yeah.
Wow.
60 carats in total. Anonymous messaged in, what's a cow's favourite gemstone? Mookaite.
I like that.
I'll never tire of that.
No, it's so cool though.
It is good, isn't it? That's kind of like my calibre of joke as well. By the way, I am useless at telling jokes.
Yeah, and me.
And I can never remember them. Why can't I ever remember jokes?
I can't. If someone says to me, say a joke, I'm like, what?
I never know.
No, I can't do
I was actually asked for the hub a few weeks back, Eleanor, can you answer these questions and what's your favourite joke? I was like, I'm not a funny person. I can't say that. But Phil's just told me his favourite. It's literally 2 words, and it's well, let's just say not PC. Okay, let's move on. Well done. Sorry, Phil. I thought that's what you said then. Now, ooh, 360 degrees of amazing aventurine. Again, with the design that you've just done, Laura. Would be incredible, wouldn't it?
Oh, amazing. I love it like that. I just think that is just amazing.
With that pendant that you've just made.
This one?
Yeah, the one with the ruby zoisite.
Yes.
Can you imagine?
That's all you would need, isn't it?
Imagine the pendant that Laura's just made. Suspended from this. Oh, and then you're getting 2 gemstones. Because the aventurine is the perfect colour for those cabochons.
Yeah, it all ties in, doesn't it? Because it's those shades of greens.
Yeah, absolutely. And again, organic, tree of life, that's the whole inspiration. You've got 270 carats of natural aventurine, 3 strands. They're beautifully glossy, Brazilian aventurine as well. Coming your way, clearance deal, first come, first serve. It's been a huge show today. We've been very, very, very busy. Do you remember when we launched chips and nuggets like this?
Yeah, it's crazy. I mean, for 3 strands as well.
You'd pay $5.95 for one, wouldn't you? If not, well, more, to be honest.
If not more.
In fact, you'll pay $6.95. Phil's just saying to me, and you're getting 20 in baskets straight away within seconds. My goodness. And this is the only cut, the only shape of gemstones that we have here in Jewellery Maker, which has a designated DVD for.
Yes, true.
So if you're thinking, I don't know what to do with chips and nuggets, don't know, they're organic shapes, they're a little bit different, they're not uniform, we've actually got multiple DVDs
you've got 2.
designated to your chips and nuggets.
You've got one and you've got one with wire, haven't you? I've done a traditional one and then one with the wire. But again, like you say, if you want to do your plain tree of lives, then you've got, and it's like, I love the fact that you can get that, you can imitate nature because it's green, and I'd use that with my antique bronze and copper wires, and you get a really lovely organic natural sort of looking piece.
Well, we were talking about Japanese art earlier on, and we had a charm which looked very bonsai like, you know, it had the layers, because within the chips you can actually pick out those sort of slithers if you wanted. Pick out the actual slithers to layer. We've got over 40 in baskets. This is a clearance deal. What's that? Quar. Love this gem, it goes with everything. I love that. Quar. Sharon has messaged in, got mine. Fab for trees of life, absolutely. Great minds think alike there, Sharon. I was talking about Laura, not me. Yeah, absolutely. It is perfect for that. And you could just put that flash of pink running through if you wanted to create that cherry blossom effect.
Yeah, definitely. Again, it's a colour that lends itself to any additional gemstone, because you could pop in even the mookaite, and again, those little tiny seed beads. So you could twist it like you just did and dot little tiny mookites in it. And again, it's going to just pick up.
Well, because it is such an earthy colour, it's so Mother Nature, and that's what we're referring to, it's going to complement pretty much everything, isn't it, out there? Absolutely amazing. Fabulous. $5.95, massive clearance deal. What's that, sorry? All the way from Brazil. Absolutely, and it's natural colour. You know, aventurine, again, can be very dark, can be, or have got black marks within, and that's what you don't want. You've got consistency of colour, you've got that lovely kind of semi-translucency, so light is allowed to influence a certain percentage of the gemstone, but obviously you don't get internal brilliance. It is semi-translucent, so yeah, perfect for replicated your tree of life design, Sharon, like you said. Love it, love it, love it. This is a handful of those of you on the phone lines. We're very busy this afternoon, and that is only set to continue, you know. Do you know what I'd love to see? That pink amethyst with your aventurine.
What you could do, what I love, the fact that you've got so much there, you've got so much scope, because you could keep one strand just for your tree of lives, because that would make several. But I like the fact that if you get one, I fold it in half and then fold it in half again and then twist it.
Get one. Shall I do what you've just said?
So take one strand if you can. And fold it in half.
I can do that, Laura.
Sorry, I meant to get all tangled up. Fold it in half, and then fold it in half again. Well, actually, no, just in half, because it's already in half, sorry, and twist it. Twist that section there, and then that's when I would put that pendant.
She's coming around.
Are your hands held?
Go on, you come round to me.
I'm just going to take some scissors. Oh gosh, I can't get to you. So it would hang like that, and then I would have chain to sort of balance it in, and maybe a bit of wire around these as well.
Gorgeous.
That makes sense.
Absolutely gorgeous. Thank you, Laura. Thanks for a helping hand as well. I was caught up there. I was a little bit caught up. Amazing. So, if you love your greens, is this a bundle? We've got chrysocolla, fluorite and apatite. Wait. Green apatite, firstly, the average carat weight of apatite is 0.15. 0.15, not 50. You've got 230 carats on this strand, and green is one of the rarest colours of apatite. It's a gemstone which has got clarity, it's got diaphanity, so you can see the light actually being influenced to it. Amazing amounts of brilliance. Oh, I love that. It's that teal green again. It's that wire colour.
I was going to say, that wire with that would be amazing.
It would, wouldn't it? But you know what? We're going to add to this unique greens, and I tell you what, unique gemstones without shadow of a doubt. I've also got fluorite. I'm loving this strand of fluorite. I know this strand, Phil. Yeah, I know this strand. I can remember it being launched. Absolutely adore it for its texture, the fact that like I say, it has got that matte exterior which has got a complete contrast to the apatite. But wait, let's add to that as well chrysocolla. Chrysocolla is again very visual, got amazing patterns. You only tend to see it in sort of very boutique style pieces of jewellery. I probably could count how many occasions I've actually sold chrysocolla. It's exceedingly difficult to get hold of, and always when it is actually on your screens here at Jewellery Maker, always popular because it is so unique. But I love the fact that this is actually bordering on turquoise.
Wow, I've not seen it like that before, and I think that's beautiful. And again, it's that matte kind of look, isn't it? And that fluorite is almost like sea glass, kind of effect.
Do you know? Was it me and you that did this strand
probably,
before?
Because I probably said that to you then as well.
Because
every time I see it, it just makes me think of sea glass.
I'm sure it was me and you that launched this strand.
Yeah.
Now to see it in with your apatite and to see it with your chrysocolla, incredible. 230 carats of apatite, 60 carats of chrysocolla, going right the way up to 10 by 4 millimeters and 65 carats of amazing green fluorite. Yeah, oh my goodness. Can I just say, I bet there are so many jewellers who are watching right now who have got absolutely incredible orders on their way. Can you imagine that moment when that delivery arrives? Can you imagine all the goodies that you're going to be unveiling if you're capitalising on opportunities like this? Chrysocolla.
Well, I've bought bundle. I've not seen it like that before. I have bought it in a chip version before, and I've had to buy a big bundle, which wasn't a hard chip, I'll be honest.
No.
But I bought that bundle just so that I could get that chrysocolla.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because you just don't see it.
You
so
don't.
For me, you get it when you can, and everything that comes with it is a bonus.
But every single one of these strands, can I just say there's 20 in baskets within seconds, by the way. Phil told me that literally about 30 seconds ago, and they are flying. But every single one of these strands, the green apatite, you don't see. You simply don't see. That there was a one-off collection, and I don't believe it's been replicated, that I did in a showcase. Chrysocolla, probably single pieces of jewellery I've ever sold with chrysocolla. And fluorite, the fact that you've got some of the rarest colours of fluorite in there, which is the green, that apple green, astonishing, and we're under £10. I'd pay that for the chrysocolla. I'd pay more than that for the apatite. In fact, I'd pay more than that for all of these gems. That half the stock has gone. Yeah, I love the fact that it's a bit unusual in terms of the combinations, not just the combination of gemstones, but the examples of them.
Yeah, they're different, aren't they? And I think that, again, that's something that is an appeal, especially for me. I love something that's a bit different. It's going to add that bit of interest, so that it's a talking point about your jewellery. Because if you said that's apatite, people would be like, you know, they wouldn't recognise it. If you said that's fluorite, if you said that's, you know, people would say, well, I didn't realise it came like that. And it's nice to be able to say, actually, you know, it does come in those.
If you got that new wire, that teal wire, all of these gemstones would look amazing with it. Absolutely incredible. And I'm just thinking about all my colleagues, my former colleagues that I used to work with, who equally would have, may well have experienced this rare colour. And I'm just thinking the amount of us who actually said in a questionnaire online, how it was one of the most beautiful colours that we'd ever seen. Amazing. Lazina, Jennifer, Deborah, Lorraine, Tyne-and-Wear, Elaine, hello to you, Oksana, Jennifer, 2 Jennifers in Bristol, 1 in Tyne-and-Wear, Maxine, hello to you, Katiana, Stephanie. I can't physically keep up with every single one of those names. There's loads of you with us, and it's so nice to have your company this morning. A really unique colour. It's not green, it's not blue, it's the mixture of the two.
It is sea green. It makes me think of when you go, you know, abroad, the Caribbean Sea, where it's all lovely and sea green. It's just beautiful, and it's not what you would associate with that gemstone, the colour-wise. You normally think of it being the bluer colour, don't you?
It's quite mermaid-esque.
Mermaidial.
What?
Mermaidial.
Mermaidial. Is that a thing?
It is now.
Is that a Jenny Cleary?
Yeah.
Yeah. She's priceless, isn't she? This is one. I can't read it. This is on the way to being my favourite show. Beautiful products and presenters like, ah, how lovely. It has been amazing, hasn't it? It has really been. I know, to be honest, I don't think I'll ever forget this morning, ever. To be honest, this weekend.
It's been a lovely weekend, hasn't it? I've been watching it from home as well, so it's been really lovely.
I love talking about gemstones that I don't see every single day. You know, the fact that we had blue diamonds on earlier on, the fact that we had AAA opal earlier on, the fact that we've had, you know, right now chrysocolla and apatite. You know, I love talking about gemstones I don't see every single day. So thank you for that really kind message, by the way. We've really enjoyed it as well, haven't we, Laura?
Yeah, it's been fab,
and
as always.
We've got a shopping list.
We have. You. And I've actually bought 2 items and I've been sat here.
Yeah. Well, my list is there. Right there.
I hate to break it to you, the earrings are sold out. I know that because I tried to get them with my bell making pliers and it's just sold out. Sorry.
Okay. The what, sorry? Oh, the flakes. I love these. Phil's funny. You get a little thing with it as well. Okay, now, yes, you do get the sponge to embellish these. Now, I've seen these flakes, and they go such a long way. I've seen these used with Linda Brumwell, again, one of our guest designers was with me yesterday. She uses them over quite elongated gemstones and literally positions it with some PVA glue, basically. Really sort of recreates, great in your resin as well, recreates kind of very vintage, very couture look of sort of your 24 karat golds. Now I'll open this very carefully because if I sneeze right now, Amelia will not thank me. Look, 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 look. Ooh. It's like a pot of gold. So use your tweezers, pick up your, oh, here we go, he wants to be chosen, so there we go, come on then.
It's like the machine here, pick me.
It is. It's like, yes, it's like Toy Story.
Yeah.
Claw. Look at how beautiful this is. I wonder if I can just do an example on maybe my fingernail. Because again, I've seen these used in nail art. So if you actually layered this across your fingernail and then sort of painted over the top, do you know what I'm talking about?
Like clear gloss.
It looks absolutely incredible. Can I do that really quickly? Can you imagine this? Okay, I've done this really roughly, but great. Also, see what I mean? If I did it properly, looks wicked, doesn't it? Okay, you're getting both pots, 2 pots, and I'm going to put the lid on because otherwise I'm just asking for trouble. It's your Chariots of Fire, which is the gold, the one that I've actually got on my fingernail right now, and your Royal Peacock. So you are getting both of those, plus also the sponge, which you actually use to actually. Oh, I love it. The peacock is quite Tahitian-esque, I suppose. Well, peacock-esque. That's £4.50 per pot. It goes such a long way, Laura, doesn't it?
It really does. And seeing it on your nails like that, I bought a nail polish ages ago, and it's just a clear nail polish with tiny little shreds of that And I probably paid about £6 for that.
Yeah.
You know, and it's a small pot as well. It's not even a proper pot. So imagine what you could do. I know that's not its purpose as such, but for your polymer clay, it's ideal. And another little thing, that little sponge that I know isn't there, but we can see it in the picture. It's a beautiful texture for texturing your polymer clay. So if you want to give your back of your pendant, say, a texture, it's an ideal texture.
It's great with resin as well. You can use it with resin, use it on your gemstones, use it to emboss maybe frames, use it in your home decorations as well. I've seen this actually used actually on a bed frame. It looks amazing on bed frames.
I can imagine it would look amazing.
Yeah, absolutely incredible. Loads of you there loving. Oh, it's decadent without shadow of a doubt. You've got all those lovely colours. You've got rose tones, you've got copper tones, you've got yellow gold tones, and you only need one little tiny flake basically to do quite a large section. Please be careful though when you open the pot. I've made the mistake myself of opening it and by a window and it's gone. Yeah, there's literally your mega flake everywhere. It looks ever so pretty. It looks ever so pretty. And we outsource these from Indigo Glue because they have got that premium reputation. If you've never done any gilding before or any flitter, it suggests use flitter glue, but you can use pretty much any UPVA glue, PVA glue. Then it's great fun. Kids love it as well. Mandy in Liverpool, I have all the flakes that Indigo Blue do, and they are so stunning and amazing. Just one pot will seem to last forever. Defo recommend them. I do as well. I reiterate everything that Mandy has just said there. Lynn has said, yaha! My 10-year-old granddaughter just bought me the pink amethyst, and my 19-year-old grandson has just bought me the Deal of the Day opal for my birthday. Happy birthday, Lynn! Can I just say how adorable that is? Yeah. How lovely, and you deserve it, clearly. You clearly do, and what lovely grandchildren you have got as well. Stunning. Yeah, I love these, really love them, because they're great in art, in card making, in pretty much any creativity and any skill. Okay, got to move on, because it's time for our star buy. Are you ready for this? Are we launching something? Oh. Believed to have risen through the earth's crust, managed to take itself through a rainbow, is your tourmaline, because it is the gemstone, and the gemstone of colours. Yeah, its journey is believed to have passed through a rainbow, and that's how it has so many colours. Tourmaline, firstly, two of the rarest colours, indicolite, which is like a steel blue, a tealy blue, like similar to a blue diamond, if you like, and also rubellite. Those two gemstones, particularly from the tourmaline family, can fetch absolutely incredible prices, astronomical prices. Olive green, again, is another, up there with your Paraiba tones, which can command some of the highest price points. Now, do you know, here in the UK, we're actually a little bit slow on the uptake with this gemstone. Globally, tourmaline can fetch, and I'm going to be talking dollars because that was the last time I actually checked. Last time I checked, for quality grade like this, which has got, it's a type 3 gemstone, so think same as an emerald, it's expected to have inclusions or characteristics. This strand, you've got amazing clarity, but for exceptional quality, where you've got diaphanity and you've got the gorgeous colour, it's natural, you can expect to pay $750 per carat. But I'm not saying that was last time I actually checked. But this is amazing that it's a type 3 gemstone, so you expect it to be quite included, to have characteristics within that might stop the light, might stop brilliance, might stop the actual colour itself, but not the case here. I mean, I'm going to hold it right out for you so that the light you can see straight from the camera and from behind me is going to show you just how much light is influenced the gemstones. Look at the palette as well, just how much of your multicoloured tourmaline you're getting. Now the pinks that you're looking at, the very strong pinks, not the powder pinks, but the very strong pinks, would be bordering on rubellite. You've definitely got those olive greens, you've got amazing yellows, you've almost got Andalusite hues coming through, you've got black tourmaline. What is staggering is that this star buy, can I just say we've only got 30, so you will need to make those confirmations as soon as you possibly can. And this is not what we're going to be bringing it to you at. Just remember that for extra fine grade, this is a type 3 gemstone, so like I said, that's really important. When you have diaphanity like these, when light is allowed to get into the heart, it's something exceedingly exciting, exceedingly special. As I was saying, $750, that's the last price comparison that I made. Olive greens, rubellite colours, indicolite colours, Paraiba colours fetch the highest premiums. So this gemstone has got the biggest amount of chemicals present in any one given moment in time for it to form. It's the most complex of gemstones out there. And that one in the centre, can you see that in the centre of your screen? I'm not saying it is, but Maggie, does that look like a little bit Paraiba-ish to you? In your humble opinion, yes, but yeah, like, listen, I'm not saying it is, but a Paraiba tourmaline is kind of bluish green. I've definitely got a bluish green. And then, and do you notice that indicolite blue? Oh, Maggie thought I was referring to the indicolite. I'm referring to those two. You've got a Paraiba-esque colour, and you've got an indicolite-esque colour, and you've got rubellite pinks there as well. We're talking about the 3 rarest colours of tourmaline in the world. To own a Paraiba tourmaline, well, let's just say most people have to part with 5 figures. Most people do. I'm not suggesting it is definitely a Paraiba tourmaline, but it's definitely got those tones. If you took it to a gemologist, I'm sure they would. They'd agree with what I'm saying. Now, we are not stopping at £53.95, although that is amazing. For 27 carats of tourmaline, it's natural. There's no enhancement of this most complex gemstone. I physically could not write the chemical composition for you of this gemstone because it literally fries my brain. It's a type 3 gem, so it's expected to have internal characteristics and internal inclusions very much like an emerald. But incredibly, you've got diaphanity here, which is exceedingly rare. I can't believe, in fact, this I don't think I've brought tourmaline full stop this year here at Jewellery Maker. I don't believe I've actually sold a single strand of tourmaline, especially not with indicolite blues, especially not with, that's the indicolite blue that I was talking about. Can you see that? Take my hands out of the way because I'm blocking the light. Absolutely amazing. This is one for the collectors and the connoisseurs, without shadow of a doubt. It is. And again, can we look at this? I've got collectors with it in a basket, so it does need confirming. This one here, look, is that sort of rubellite tone to you? Most definitely. If you've not heard of these gemstones, have a little look on the web, do a bit of research, and you will see exactly what I am referring to. June, Madeleine, Sharon, Helen, Anita, and Isabel, good luck. Check out as soon as you can. Telephone bit is there, speaking to our contact centre. All it takes right now, and this is the reality, and this is what I puts everything into perspective. All it takes is one gem trader watching to go, thank you very much, I'll buy all of them.
Yeah, definitely. And you know what I would do is I would probably pick out those 3 that you said, you know, the one that are most looking like those gemstones, and I would put them into a little trilogy ring.
Yeah, I would too. Oh, wire. Can you imagine?
That'd be beautiful, wouldn't
Can you imagine? I'm not making comparisons, obviously, but a Paraiba tourmaline of a previous customer of mine who bought a Paraiba tourmaline off me. Yeah, it was in diamonds and it had 18 karat gold. It was gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Bought it from me for a 4-figure price tag and sold it 5 years later at 3 times the price. Made a profit on Paraiba tourmaline. I think that's one of the only gemstones that you could do that, like a definite, guaranteed almost. I can't say anything's a guarantee, but you know what I mean. It was, you know, it's Paraiba tourmaline is a very solid bet. Anyway, I need to move on in the essence of time. Are we about to do Amalite? I only have 12. I'm buying this, Phil. This is absolutely astonishing. Amalite is graded very much like diamonds. What determines the grade is the smoothness of colour. You don't want it to be scaly, sort of like like a snake. You don't want a snakeskin effect. You want the majority of colours. If it's 2+ colours, then fantastic. And Amalite is from one location on the planet, and it's North America, bordering onto Canada. We have personal connections and acquaintances with the mine owner himself. His gentleman's name is Tom. He's absolutely adamant about preserving the environment as well, making sure it is restored to... Can you see those blues at the top, and then the greens, and then the reds? Perfectly separated colours. There we go, if I hold it like so. Amalite, if you've been on any cruises, if you've been... there we go. If you've been on any cruise, you've got, see that flash of yellow as well running through the centre? You've actually got 4 colours here, and you can see, there's the blue. Look how it's just literally tilting it back and forward, so you can see the blue, you can see the green, you can see the red, and you can see the yellow. Amalite is a gemstone, like I said, it's prehistoric. It dates back from a creature called an ammonite, which had a beautiful shell. And what happened is, during, unfortunately, sort of the depletion, the extinction of that creature, some ammonites became trapped within the location to the north of America, south of Canada, in that mountainous range. That's why it is only one location. And whatever ingredients, minerals were present within the actual soils have preserved the shell. So it hasn't actually degraded in any way, shape or form. It's preserved the actual shell itself. So amalite, by the way, only 5% of the world's amalite that is actually unearthed is gem quality like this. So it's exceedingly rare. And like I said, it's with your Parabas that I was talking about, your Alexandrites, it's with your Zarites, some of the rarest gemstones on the planet. You want the 3 colours. It's measured as an organic gemstone in millimetres rather than carat weight. It certainly is one that does fetch huge price points. Are you kidding me? $34.95? I am with you, and I'm buying this, and even if you do nothing to it and you sell it straight away, please look at look on the web. You will not find it. I truly don't think you'll find it, even with our close associates at this price point. That is absolutely incredible. I'm joining. Have we got many of these, Phil? 11. Margaret, Linda in Wiltshire, Surrey, Isabel, Mary, I am joining you. Have you ever seen amalite at this price? I'm not exaggerating in the slightest when I say that generally an amalite which has got this AA+ grade will feature, will actually be retailed at, I'm talking the high 3 figures. I mean, you have that smoothness, that chromatic shift. Have you heard me say that word before? Or that expression, chromatic shift? It's the migration of colour, the movement of light internally. That's what demands a AA grade amalite is your quad A to your tanzanite, basically. It's your D to your diamond. It's the best. It doesn't. There is no AAA. There is no quad A. AA is the best. I know our graphics haven't graded this amalite. I was just telling you what does dictate the grade of an amalite gemstone. It has to have 2+ colours, and it has to have an iridescence, not a non sort of scaly surface, and you've certainly got that here. You don't want any sort of big black sort of lines running through the centre, which is going to block the migration of the gemstone. Rosita, June, Pauline, Joyce, Catherine, Margaret, you've done it. Half the stock is gone. I've got 11, and I'm going to be joining you. Can you hear my voice? How excited I am. That's incredible. Okay. 4 colours, absolutely amazing. Good luck, good luck, good luck. Got a quick message coming through. Sarah in the call centre. Customer called and wanted to compliment Elle on her hair. Oh, bless. As customer is an artist and is currently painting and is now going to paint Elle's hairstyle. Ah, thanks. And she also says, oh, thank you. Thank you, thank you. That's really sweet, isn't it? I didn't do this. I can't do this. We had a hairdresser. An hairdresser coming in. Okay, it's time. We haven't forgotten about you. You amazing people. Thank you so much for your company. We have got your Wall of Fame. What a show, what an amazing show. Now time for us to show off your amazing pieces. I've got 124 here, someone's been very busy, and it's Michelle in Hartlepool. Hello to you, and she says, it's my latest entry to the Wall of Fame, a selection of pieces using a bead scoop. We've spoken about this today. Good luck everybody who has entered. Michelle Potter in Hartlepool with a lovely smiley face. See, look how many pieces you can create out of a bead scoop.
And I bet she still has some left as well.
I bet you do, bet you do.
Okay, I've got number 125. I love these. Here's my entry for this week's Wall of Fame. It's made of tassels from a citrine strand and gold-plated connectors from a deal of the day and gold-plated earring findings. All JM. Hoping for a wee win as I've been going a bit OTT buying lately and I've had to ration myself. And a smiley face.
Smiley faces, lots of smiley faces. You don't want a wee win though, Sandra. You want a big one. You want a big one. I'm going to have to hold this like so. It's number 126 coming from Ashley in Stoneham. And she said, I've recently started learning how to make chainmail and I'm loving the weaves and love rosary linking gemstones in between them. I've also made my first chainmail pendant and added 4 labradites inspired by the wonderful fleur. Hoping it makes on the Wall of Fame, certainly has. Love to you all. Love back to you, Ashley, and that's Ashley in Stoneham. Fabulous piece. You're number 126.
This is absolutely amazing. Something really different. It's number 127. So, hi to all at JM and fellow waffers. Here is my entry to this week's Wall of Fame. Ever since I saw the Tutankhamun exhibition at the British Museum in 1972, I have loved the statue of the cow's head, even more than the gold mask. And as I couldn't bring the real one home, this is my attempt to create my own version. She may not be perfect, but I'm quite pleased with the result. Good luck to all, but my fingers are crossed, and that's from Betty from Hartlepool.
Love it, love it. Lots of lots of admiration for beautiful, absolutely beautiful. I've got number 128 from Kath. Hello to you, Kath. And she said, attached is a picture of my wire wrap rings, which I've made. Still trying to make them look more professional. No need, you're doing really well. Thanks for the tutorials and the guest designers. Kathleen, absolutely beautiful. And again, you've been very busy.
Yeah. Okay, I've got number 129, and this is from Debbie Moore. Good morning all at JM. I have been asked to make an emerald necklace, earrings and bracelet set in silver for mother of the bride. Her daughter struggles to get her anything due to her allergies. This is the first time I've done anything that's important for someone else, and I hope it's good enough. And that's from Deborah Moore. And I think that's more than good enough. That's absolutely stunning.
Absolutely amazing. Last but by no means least is number 132 from Julie in Staffordshire. Good morning, everybody. She says she's attended Angela's business course. She'd like to attend Angela's business course. And good luck to everybody else. A beautiful statement piece of jewellery there. Absolutely love it. I can't believe how quickly this morning's gone. Time has raced by. Have a wonderful rest of the day. Thank you, Laura. You've been fab, hasn't she? Enjoy your Decadence weekend.
You can now book Jewellery Maker workshops online. Just head over to our Jewellery Maker website and click on the workshop link. We have a wide range of workshops from beginner to intermediate, covering a variety of mediums. Once you have found a workshop you'd like to attend, simply click on the Book Now button. Fill in the required fields and then press Continue. This will take you through to the payment page. If you have any questions, you can contact our workshop coordinator Wendy at any time by emailing workshop@jewellerymaker.com. We look forward to seeing you.
versatility. You can do anything with wire work. You can make very delicate pieces, you can make huge, great big structural pieces. You've got so many different gauges to use, and we've got the twisted wire, you've got all the colours in it. It is absolutely amazing. I mean, if you go on the website, the range of products you've got in the wire is phenomenal. You've got something for everything. So if you're doing very delicate jewellery, and you can make it so delicate with the 0.25 wires for wrapping, or you could do something like me with a big structural piece and you're using the 1.5 and the 1.25 wires for your frames, and then all the ranges in between. It's just, there's nothing that you can imagine that you can't make out of wire. Not that I've found yet anyway.
Jewellery Maker wants you to get involved in our t-shirt yarn competition. For your chance to win a place at one of Gemma Crow's workshops, just send your t-shirt yarn designs to marketplace@jewellerymaker.com. All entries must be submitted by April 26th. Get making and good luck.
Hello my lovelies, welcome to Jewellery Maker on this lovely Sunday. A big thank you to our lovely Laura Binding and our lovely Elle, both looking rather spiffing today. And it is, we're continuing with our pure decadence, and I've just been in to see our lovely ladies in the workshop with our lovely Claire McDonald on a workshop today, and just telling them all about the fact that we've got the most fantastic, beautiful sterling silver charms today with diamonds. In the kit, the lovely big abalones. We've got the most incredible strand of Ethiopian opal, AAA grade, as our deal of the day today. And bearing in mind, it should be, yeah, we only had 173 and 100 have gone on the morning show, so we're gonna literally be sold out like we were on the beautiful multicoloured pearls yesterday. And I was talking to my guest designer today. She said the pearls were that lovely yesterday. I bought 2, and that lovely little comment came from. Oh, are you ready? Oh, she was delving then. Oh, you look lovely. It's Jem. Sorry, she was fishing for a mic down her top. You look rather glamorous, young. Your top's beautiful.
Thank you, sweetness.
Oh, Jem.
And you look spiffing as usual.
Oh, but you look particularly spiffing, thank you. But, oh, very, very glam. Do you like your look?
It's interesting.
Yeah.
Usually sort of cargo trousers and a rock and roll t-shirt from the 70s, that kind of thing.
Smashing.
Thank you,
look
sweetie.
Absolutely smashing. Jem has excelled herself. I haven't seen Jem for ages. She's proper excelled herself today. She's got worked with the most beautiful abalone shells, as I said. Really lovely big abalone shells. They're gorgeous. We know you love them. But again, we've spoiled her with some diamonds and sterling silver in her kits with some pearls. Right then, so what we thought we'd do is kickstart the show with a really lovely little treat for you, as it's a Sunday. Now, in the kit coming up today, we've got some beautiful pearls. We know you had the pearls yesterday on the deal of the day. I've got pearls, lots of pearls coming up today as well, and some beautiful Ethiopian opal. With that in mind, we thought we'd give you some featherweight headpins. Because featherweight headpins tend to go through your pearls, don't they? Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to bring you basically a bale of these featherweight headpins. I'm going to show you what a featherweight headpin is once I actually show you all of these. We've sort of given you a double trouble deal here because we're giving you 2 lots. They normally come in 100, but we decided to throw 2 lots into the mix for you because we know you haven't had it. They do look like a bale of straw almost, don't they? These beautiful 18 karat gold plated featherweight headpins. Now, with featherweight headpins, they're perfect to wrap around your gemstones because they're a very long. Some of our headpins are 38mm. But our featherweight headpins tend to be, you can either get 38mm, 40mm or 50mm. These are the lovely long 50mm headpins. And we're going to give you 2 lots of these. So instead of there being 100, there's going to be, but it says 2, hang on, is it 100 or 200? I'm getting confused. It is 200, isn't it? I'm just confused because it says approximately 100 there, but it's times 2. So yeah, 200. Now, we haven't seen these since October 2015. That's how long it's been since we've had these.
They are lovely.
They're great, aren't they? They're great. They're essential for your featherweight. Oh, look at that. £2.50 a pack. Or £2.48 a pack of 100. Now that's pretty darn fantastic, isn't it?
That is fantastic, and they are really an essential because there are certain gemstones that you need to have on a much finer base, and they're ideal.
Well, as well as your gems of distinction, your little microfaceted gemstones, your sort of 2 mils and things, you got more chance of a featherweight head pin going through than your standard head pin, and we all know that, don't we? And as I said, because we've got so many lovely pearls on the show today, and we thought we'd get these to you. Now, we only started with 100 of these. I've already had half the stock checked out, and I've got about 40 of you with it in your basket. So it is a race to the finishing line on this one, I'm afraid. It's not a marathon. You don't slow your little run down and sort of keep it long-winded. This is your sprint on your 100 metres, especially when I've got people buying 2s and 3s, okay? Most of you buying 2s and 3s, in fact, and a massive long list of you with it in your basket. So £2.48. That equates to each pack. And bear in mind you've got 200 there. That equates to about just less than 2.5 each. That's incredible. You look perplexed, Gem.
That is, the reason is, before I found Jewellery Maker, I would have purchased elsewhere because
you didn't have a choice, did you?
Didn't have a choice. And what would happen on occasion is that the ball that sits at the end of a ball head pin would pop off, which is kind of useless.
Yeah,
because you might just as well use wire and wrap it round yourself. So
you need
these
good quality.
are good quality.
That's what I love about Jewellery Maker. It's not just the prices; it's the fact that it's quality. Okay. I tell you what, I didn't do. Oh, it's the next kit. I was going to nearly panic then. We've got to get the next kit in a couple of pieces and work out. We've got to ask what we want you to demo, don't we? I'd forgotten about that. Nick said I haven't seen the featherweight head pins anywhere else but JM. Oh well, I've got to be honest. I've never looked. I just come to JM for mine. So yeah. There are 12 left, my lovelies. Oh, Leanne, hello, lovely. I haven't seen... Oh, is it 8 left? Sorry. Looking forward to today's show. I'm setting up my new workshop while watching and getting help from Shadow and Sapphire, 2 of my 7 dogs. Oh, Leanne, you lucky thing. I'm desperate for a little doggy, I am.
Well, Shadow's not a little doggy. Shadow is a husky type. Now, I can't remember if he's a husky or one of the similar ones.
Wow, so he's a big old boy.
He's beautiful.
Wow.
Beautiful dog.
Oh, can you post some photographs, Leanne? I want to see I love doggies. And Elaine said, these are ideal for making flower stamens. Yeah, in the centre, absolutely. And again, if you're making sort of butterflies and things to make and dragonflies to make the antennae and things. Antennae. I can't say. What's plural?
Antenna. I think it's pronounced antenna, but it is spelled antennae.
Yeah. I think if you're going plural antenna. I love Leah on camera. She just laughs at me. She just looks at me as if to say, "What are you talking about?" Don't you, Leah? Leah's like, no, well, they've gone. They've gone. Do you know what I'm going to ask you to do as well? In fact, no, we'll do it in the break. We'll do it in the break because what we're going to do is, the reason being, we're going to ask you to text in right throughout the show, and we'll do it at 2 o'clock. We'll ask you to do it. But basically, Gem's got a wrapped cabochon on the abalone, and she's got a beautiful pearl bracelet. And what we want to know is which one you get to choose by texting in or messaging in on the website or the Jewellery Maker app. You get to message and ask Gem and tell us which one you want her to demonstrate. So we can't decide between the two. So we're going to ask you to do it so that Gem gets to demonstrate what you like. So at 2 o'clock. We'll ask you to text in, but if you would like to text in the meantime and get involved in the show, it's easy to do. Text in on 60777. Start your text with JM Studio, and it comes through to us, and we can have a little natter. Yay! Now we're going to do one more little cheeky deal, and then we're coming across to our lovely Gem to have a look at her beautiful diamond and pearl kit, and sterling silver. I tell you what. Shows how much we love Gem, doesn't it? Right then. Now this is a lovely combination. Really, really lovely combination. This is Under the Sea. Now I won't sing it, even though I know every single word to it. Yeah, I love that. I love that, The Little Mermaid.
Do you know what? It's one that I've never seen.
Oh, it's one of my favourites. Other obviously animated films are available, but I'll lend it you, Jem, because you've got to see it. It's beautiful. Sebastian the Crab, you'll love him. So black shells, these are classed. So if you turn them on their side, look, you get this piano black edging. It's beautiful, and then that lovely rainbow of iridescence shimmying across that beautiful oval. They're lovely. And then you got these. There you go, look at that. It's almost like an ammonite, isn't it, across the surface as the light catches. Greens and purples and lavenders and oranges and yellows. They're fascinating. Tell you what, this would go lovely with our abalone kit later, wouldn't it, Jem?
It really would. It'd be a delicious add-on.
Wouldn't it? It'd be a delicious add-on. She's quite right. We've also got these lovely 8mm bright white shell pearls. Okay, so although we can't spell pearl, we've amended it there. Now on my system it says a pearl. Peril. Both of them for $6.95, Phil. Oh, you little tiger. Thank you. Brilliant deal. I'm glad the iridescence is coming through actually on that close-up. Oh, it is there as well. Look at that. Yeah. They're lovely, aren't they?
They are. I've actually not seen those ones before, and they're really pretty.
Well, again, because you've got that big surface level, that's how you get all the lovely iridescence, all the sort of refraction of light that's sort of ricocheting off that there. They are lovely, those shells. They are. And I love it when you turn it on the side and you get that piano black edging. It's very unusual, isn't it? These would suit your top lovely, actually. Really lovely. And big 8mm rounds as well. Now, Maxine's got them. Alan, is that our lovely guest designer, Alan, just coming into the mix there as well. And lots of you coming in. Collectors just had 2 of them. We've got Beverly and Yvonne and Elizabeth and Jackie and Collectors thinking about checking these out as well. I'll give you a quick... How many have we got left, Phil? So we've got 18 left and 15 in baskets. Oh, Elizabeth has just had 3. Oh, Elizabeth, good for you, lovely girl. Collectors just had 4. Oh, hang on, I just said we'd only got about 18 left and we just had 7 go in like 2 people. Ooh, gotta have those quick, haven't you? Mary and Jerry as well, well done. This is going to be a very quick sellout, so all those collectors in the north of Yorkshire and Outer Hebrides and Jackie and Isabel, got to be ever so quick on these. I've got 9 chances left, my lovelies. That'd make a lovely monochrome design as well, wouldn't it?
Oh, it would, yeah. I mean, you've got lots of mileage in that little double pack just there. You could certainly go the whole 60s route if you wanted to.
Couldn't you just, yeah.
But it's also classically elegant.
Yeah, it's very lovely. Very beautiful. Okay, I'll leave the last few with you, but Darren, Jeanette, Collector, Isabel, Jackie, Beverly, way over allocated now on those. So a mass. Oh, I'll tell you what. Do you know what else I've got coming up? Can I just quickly show you these as well? Let me show you these as well, look, because these would look wicked. Look at them. Now, I'll tell you what, I think most of us are absolutely, me included, I can't stop buying these at the minute, Jim.
They're absolutely stunning. They remind me of Art Deco screens or room dividers.
Oh, yeah, I always wanted one of them in my bedroom.
I did.
I bet you had one, didn't you?
No.
Oh, no, nor me. I wanted a rocking horse and I wanted a Japanese-esque screen.
It is beautiful.
Yeah, lovely. I hadn't thought about it. You just took me back to my childhood then, Jem. Right then, now, Jem, we're going to come across and see you, my lovely girl, if that be all right with you, my lovely.
Yes, yes, yes.
Yes, yes, yes. Lovely to have Jem on today. I haven't seen her for ages. Right then, let's come over. Come on, everybody. Come on, let's all go. Hello, very glamorous, gorgeous face.
Hello, beautiful.
Hello. You're right, lovely. You look
cocky.
I love this. Very lovely.
Purchased from an auction site for not very much
money.
Really?
Really nice. Very flattering.
Thank you.
Very nice. It's always nice when we get told we look nice, isn't it?
It's lovely. We glow.
Yeah, we do, don't we? We glow. I like that glow. Well, we did give Jem a rather beautiful kit today, I have to say. And we've only got a few days left of April, and April's birthstone is diamond, isn't it? So we thought, let's spoil our lovely Jem and spoil you as well and go diamonds in this kit. Can't be often that we have diamonds in a kit, is there? Now, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. Oh, I was just going to move that into position, but you can actually see it all right. Look at those diamonds. You get 24 diamonds. Isn't it the 24th today?
Yes, it is, I
think. That's very apt, isn't it? So on the 24th of April, we bring you a beautiful sterling silver heart charm, encrusted in diamonds, 24 diamonds on the 24th. I think that's very nicely thought out.
Almost like somebody planned it.
Isn't it just? 0.15 carats of gemstones in there. So 0.15 carats. That's incredible. I love, love, love the way you've incorporated those beautiful 2 sizes of pearls. That is one of the prettiest pieces of jewellery
Thank you.
I've seen, Gem. It's lovely. It really is. I mean, that for me is just, that would take pride of place in my jewellery box.
It's the sort of thing that you could treat as something very, very special.
Very special.
But it is sturdy enough because it's knotted that you could wear it, you know, relatively often.
And you're gonna show us how to do this because you've done a very different technique with the pearl knotting on this, haven't you? How you put it together.
Yeah, just something that I've not seen done before, so I thought we'd give that a go.
Yeah, no, that's great. I can't wait to see that. So in this kit we have got, in fact, shall we show you this beautiful charm? Shall we just show you this beautiful, 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 they're natural diamonds, 0.15, I mean, look at that. I mean, isn't that just beautiful? I'm talking 18th, 21st, 30th, 40th, wedding anniversaries, weddings as well. I mean, that necklace you've made would make the most beautiful wedding piece, wouldn't it?
It really would, yeah. Such a sparkle.
Yeah, really, really gorgeous. And again, look at those diamonds. They are so beautifully set in that heart-shaped charm. And the fact that it's 0.15 carats of diamonds, 24 dazzling diamonds. If I can just turn it on the edge as well, look. Just try and... Because it's a very substantial charm, isn't it?
It really is. It's not something that you're going to struggle to integrate into any of your designs.
Absolutely not, look. Beautifully made as well on the reverse.
And that is really important, isn't it?
Absolutely, yeah. Exactly. Because it's got to be wearable. You want it to be comfortable and wearable. Because that as well is an everyday piece of jewellery. It is just so, so beautiful. And that's the beauty of diamonds. I mean, you can wear them every single day. Again, you could just add this to a subtle sterling silver chain if you wanted to, couldn't you?
You absolutely could.
Really, really pretty. Really, really gorgeous. Now, what we're going to do is we are also going to show you the pearls, okay, because they are really lovely. I was just going to do that. Thank you so much. That's so sweet of you. You read my mind, you do, Gem. I wanted to show it suspended because you could just have it on a simple strand of pearls. You could have it on a simple bracelet as a charm if you wanted to. You could have it as a beautiful pendant, just have it subtle with a sterling silver chain. It is absolutely beautiful. It really, really is. And genuine. Do you know, every single one of those diamonds will have had 100 different processes on with it being cut. 100 processes to cut each one of those diamonds.
That's incredible.
Incredible. Okay, right then, would you like to see the pearls? Because we've also given you 2 lovely strands of pearls. Great to see the tiny little ones. Oh, 2mm pearls. Now, regardless of whatever price we take this kit to, that alone there, that little strand of 2mm pearls, Gem, I don't know if you agree with me, they are so hard to come by, aren't they?
You don't see them, and you certainly don't see them as beautiful as this.
No.
When, I hate to reference again
the
before Jewellery Maker years, but if you try to source tiny, tiny pearls, they can be really quite ugly.
Yeah.
They're almost like bits that have flaked off something else.
Oh, yeah, almost a bit that may have chipped off a lovely pearl and they've just restranded. Exactly. I totally get it. Sort of like your offcuts and the things that are going to be dark and damaged and knocked and...
Most definitely.
Absolutely agreed. And these are just perfect little 2mm. They're gorgeous. They really are. Absolutely genuine. White freshwater cultured pearls. And then on these are your side drill pearls. Totally natural, these. Lovely to see side drill pearls as well. And again, the most amazing iridescence and pearl lustre coming off those. Nice size again, so near perfect round well, the cluster's near perfect round because they're 7x6mm, but they're absolutely fab. I love those. They're great for earrings as well, those, because they've got like a lot of them have got like a flat bottom, haven't they, as well? So they're lovely.
They'll work beautifully in macrame as well if you want to do that.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. But I'll tell you what, with that beautiful, beautiful diamond, I'm just thinking perfect, perfect, perfect for weddings. Absolutely. Beautiful. Now, Tanya's just messaged in and has said, "Oh, Gem, my favourite things together, diamonds and pearls. I love all your pieces." Oh, isn't that a lovely message, Gem?
Might cry. Thank you, Tanya. That's really sweet of you. I appreciate it. And I promised that I wouldn't be doing any singing today.
Oh, why not?
Well, there's a song with diamonds and pearls in it.
Oh, okay.
I don't actually know very much, so we wouldn't get into too much trouble.
I might get you to sing it later, it's all right. Sue said in London, gorgeous feature necklace gem, delicious, decadence extraordinaire.
Oh, I like that. I like that a lot. In fact, I might change my name to that. Gem Decadence Extraordinaire.
Yeah, it's lovely, isn't it? It is a bit special.
Thank you.
And Mirabelle just said, oh, fabulous first necklace, very regal looking, fit for a queen. Or me, Lady Mirabelle, she said. Yeah, I like you thinking. It is absolutely divine. It really, really is. Really, really beautiful. We've got a second part to the kit coming up as well, okay? But we're going to get the pricing on this. Now, of course, we have a very special sterling silver. Can I have the gram weight in that sterling silver? Because it's a very substantial piece. Very substantial. Yeah, can I have that back on the wire there, Jem? Because that'd be ever so lovely. So thank you, sweet. That's very kind of you. Thank you, darling. 3.5 grams in that sterling silver charm. I knew it was substantial.
I was just feeling it on my wrist because you really don't have to team it with the pearls, although it's a beautiful combination. It is a substantial piece, and you'll definitely feel that on the wrist, on the décolletage. It
absolutely
is lovely finish.
Do you know how much that should be on its own, that charm with the diamonds? On the website, it should be $49.95 on its own. It's a very special charm. This is one of the most incredible charms we've ever brought to you here on Jewellery Maker. So it should be $49.95. We've got 2 beautiful strands of beautiful pearls as well. Genuine pearls, 7x6 mil, and those beautiful 2 mil. It's the most incredible. In fact, I'm going to say that is the most incredible. Does it look? I'm just checking. It doesn't open up, does it?
No, it
doesn't open up. I'm just double checking there. Just making sure. I'm just making sure. So it's really sturdy, really well made, beautiful. I think it's because it's so solid. It's got so much depth to that charm. It's unbelievable.
And the polish finish on it is absolutely immaculate.
Gorgeous, isn't it?
And there are certain high street, well-known stores.
Absolutely.
Even when you buy the sterling silver, it's not ideal, is it? No. But this is immaculate.
This is something very special on Jewellery Maker today. It is because we've reserved this for our Decadence weekend because it is a very decadent, glorious charm. We've just taken it £7 naughty than we should be for the charm itself. So we just saved you £7 on the charm, and we've thrown in 2 strands of beautiful pearls as well at $42.95 when the charm should be $49.95. That's wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. But again, wonderful for your wedding commissions.
Absolutely perfect. Absolutely perfect. Yeah. And it's not so out of reach that if you wanted to have a suite of jewellery for the bridesmaids or the mother of the bride and so forth, you can achieve that.
Absolutely.
Whereas you'd be spending £1,000 in certain places.
Yeah, absolutely. So thank you for popping it onto there for me as well. But the sheer depth of that. Now, Vera just said, I wasn't going to buy anything today, but as it's my birthday tomorrow, I've just bought it for myself. Vera, happy birthday, because I'm not in tomorrow. So can I wish you a lovely birthday for tomorrow, Vera? Good for you, treating yourself. It's a lovely feeling treating yourself, isn't it?
Definitely, and it's something that as you grow up, or if you have children, or if you have different things that are going on in your life, you tend to stop doing it. So congratulations on that, Vera, and happy birthday for tomorrow.
Really lovely. Vera, you were the first one to check out in beautiful Cumbria. Kathleen collecting out of Hebrides. There's Linda, Catherine in Lancashire. Jeanette's got them. A lot of people with it in their baskets, actually. Our lovely Carola and Isabel, all the regular gang. Teresa in Devon, Samantha, Mary and Angus as well. Lots of collectors coming in on this. Can I just ask, when you got this, and you got it out of the sort of packaging, how did you feel when you saw this?
It comes wrapped in tissue, in a little bag with one of those little dark coloured squares.
The little anti-tarnishing squares,
that's the ones, yes. And it's almost like I opened the box before I got the email telling me what it was. It's exciting. Opened it and I was absolutely blown away because it is so beautiful.
Yeah, it is beautiful. It is beautiful. But you've worked with it beautifully as well. You've done it proud. Anne just said in Staffordshire, absolutely stunning gem. Love all your pieces. Looking lovely, ladies. Diamonds and pearls. Is from a Prince song. Yes, you absolutely. Marfella and I were talking about Prince today, bless him.
Don't.
I know. We got a bit tearful this morning when we were talking about prints. But yeah, diamonds and pearls, absolutely. Congratulations, well done. Now I'm going to give you the second part as well, and then we've got to get on to Gem's demonstration, because we all want to see how Gem's created this beautiful piece. Now you've also done two fabulous other pieces, well, two necklaces and a lovely bracelet, really pretty bracelet. Now I love that. That is gorgeous. Just a lovely simple pearl bracelet, but within a lovely striking feature section.
It is. It's a very, very simple addition, and of course you could have had one of the charms in that position, or you can make a little wiry heart, or even a pearl bracelet just made out of knotted pearls. Absolutely. Is exquisite. Yeah. And with the nature of these particular pearls, how they're flatter on the back, you do get them sitting beautifully on
Absolutely.
The skin.
Absolutely.
Can I just show you something?
I was just going to ask about the bottom holes, because that's what I'd clocked. So when I asked Gem earlier, and I just said, is it open? The reason I said, did you see, as I turned it around, there's top drill holes and bottom drill holes. That's why I thought it might be an openable locket, which it isn't. But you can do it exactly.
Do you want to?
Thank you, Sweet Pea. Yeah. But yeah, okay. So as Gem's just seen there, look, and as I turned it round, that's why I was thinking it might be a hinge. It isn't. It's got two sets of drill holes. Isn't that brilliant?
Absolutely fantastic. Now, I chose to only work with one of them.
Yeah.
However, this opens up a lot of opportunities.
Doesn't it just?
I can imagine a double layer pearl necklace. And if you were lucky enough to pick up the deal of the day yesterday...
Yeah, oh.
Wow.
Love though. You got two of those, didn't you?
I did.
Multicoloured pearls under £10. Hello.
I know.
Yeah. But as you said, imagine two-strand pearl necklace with that as a feature, as a choker piece.
Most definitely. And you could choose to knot them, so you'd have a strand going around the top with little drops coming down. You've got lots of options with that extra hole through the charm.
Absolutely. Thank you, Sweet Pea. It's lovely of you. Right then, so this is the second part of the kit. So we have got... Oh, okay. I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll start with the chain. Now, this is all sterling silver, is the good news. So you've got a beautiful sterling silver chain there. I'm just going to check the length for you. It's 45 centimetres, so you're talking 18-inch. Solid 925 on your oval link chain, so that's beautiful. That opens again up a lot of... we've just been talking about... I mean, you could just have the heart on there, couldn't you? Now... we do also have for you a lobster clasp, or clasp if you want to go posh, as it's sterling silver. Okay, so you've got a sterling silver. I love, these are my personal favourite types of lobster clasp, because I think they're very sleek, very stylised.
They are very, very smooth to the touch, but infinitely usable.
Absolutely, I love them. They're my personal favourite, I love them. Okay, so you've got a lovely lobster clasp. We've got some jump rings, two jump rings. Now I'm just going to check, are they closed jump rings, lovely Gem?
I think they were open.
It says open, but we had a situation yesterday where they were open. Yeah, they are open. Yeah, absolutely. Thank you, Sweet Pea. And they're a good size, though. 6mm jump rings, and they are open. Okay. Then we've got... oh, now, goodness gracious me. We've got this beautiful heart. Stunning. I love these, because they're like a caricature heart, aren't they? Really, really pretty. And then that lovely gemstone in there, that really, really pretty gemstone. I'm just double check. Yeah, it is your sky blue topaz. Wow.
I know, how lucky.
How much brilliance have you... I tell you what, Gem, we've spoilt you rotten, and quite rightfully so, lovely girl. Oh, that is gorgeous, isn't it? I mean, just that on the sterling silver chain we've just had in the kit there.
Absolutely. You really don't have to work very hard.
Love that. 0.33 carats. I was just going to say, it's a big sky blue topaz there, isn't it?
It is. And again, it's immaculately cut. Really beautiful.
Cut. Beautiful, brilliant cut. You can see it's perfect. Again, beautiful sort of... show you all the way around that heart there as well, because again, you've got lots of opportunities there where you can connect to it as well.
It is, and because it's an asymmetric design, you can really work with that. You can have it hanging from one of the lobes if you want to, or really go to town.
Yeah, it's really pretty. I love that. Now, we haven't stopped there, have we? Because we've also given you some lovely leaf connectors, haven't we? Now, these are brand new. Now, was it yesterday or Friday on the show? We had, I think it was Friday, we had some beautiful sterling silver connectors with lovebirds and a chickadee and squirrel.
Oh,
it was gorgeous.
Sweet.
Sold out instantly. I'm just thinking if you did manage to get those, they would look lovely. And also today I've got some rose quartz in the shape of birdies today. Very pretty. So these are your leaf connectors, and you get two of these, two very different designs actually on these. Very, very different indeed. These are very pretty. Very unusual, aren't they, Jem?
They are. Really, really sweet though.
Yeah, really sweet. Look at that. I mean, look at the detail in there. Oh, I love that. I love anything unusual like this, anything quirky. They are lovely. And you've used these very differently in your designs, actually, haven't you?
Yes.
Very differently, yeah.
I slightly went off the reservation a little bit there.
Yeah, no, you use these very differently. They're lovely. So we've got the sky blue topaz beautiful heart. We've got the 18-inch 45 centimetres of the sterling silver chain. Two lovely leaf connectors. Two 6mm open jump rings as well. Then we thought we'd also throw in two lots of bead silk as well for you. So and it's 100% natural silk. Now we've got two different gauges there as well, as you can see, and that depicts the size of pearl that you can thread through, basically, doesn't it, Jem?
It does indeed. It's not just for pearls, will work with your other gemstones.
Absolutely, yeah. We tend to call it a pearl silk, but yeah, it's for stringing pearls and beads. Okay, so if I turn them round for you. So there you go. So there's your size. You got 0.6 mil. You got number 6, which is your 0.7 mil, and your number 8, which is your 0.8 mil. So you've got two options there, and they're lovely.
Now the lovely Helen was telling me that you can separate these, and using a piece of 0.25 mil wire, you can make your own needle. So if you come across pearls that these are quite a little bit broad for, you have the option to still use them, but to just pull them apart and separate them out. See, now I wouldn't have thought of that.
That is a clever idea, isn't it? This is why we're good, aren't we? Because everybody likes to share their knowledge and their tips and their experience and look after one another. That's what I love about the community of Jewellery Maker. Now, we've also got the threading pack. Okay, it's your clear elastic, your monofilament and your beading thread in the silver. And now we had all different gauges of clear elastic on the show yesterday, which I never knew we did before. We had 0.5, 0.6 mil, 0.8 mil. And in the threading pack, the standard gauge of your clear elastic is 0.8 millimetre, because I have a feeling after yesterday's show we might get asked that. Okay, right then. So, we should be over £46. Because we have got the 18-inch chain, we've got a lobster clasp, we've got the jump rings, we've got everything you need there to make a beautiful necklace or bracelets if you change your mind, or earrings or whatever. Love, love, love that piece. I absolutely love the way you've made a massive feature and a focal point of that sky blue topaz heart. I love that, Jem.
I had to go somewhere a little bit different again. I think because the main necklace is so elegant.
Yeah, so pretty.
I wanted to go a little bit off the reservation.
Yeah, and I love that, but it just shows how different you can make these beautiful heart charms work. Now that's what you've done. Now that is very creative with those leaf connectors. I love that.
Now you'll notice that there's more of a curve on the two items, and all I've done is used the jump rings to put those together.
Very clever.
But because the silver is a really fine quality, if you're delicate, you can warm it in your hands. You don't even need to anneal it. You can warm it with the warmth of your hands and just give it a gentle bend.
Beautiful. I love that.
And it said to me, a glamorous lady with long eyelashes, and it probably doesn't say that to anybody else. But
yeah, you made like an eye, haven't
yes.
you? Yeah, absolutely. Now we've gone to just $26.95. I mean, again, elsewhere, that charm alone, we know some of the high street stores, the big charm business companies, that you know, you're talking, I mean, we had a charm yesterday on the show, and somebody looked it up on these charm websites. We were at $9.95, and they were looking between £130 and £190.
Oh my goodness.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, as I said, that charm elsewhere, I believe truly at $26.95, that would be, bear in mind, it's solid 925 sterling silver. It's got that very sizable sky blue, brilliant cut topaz. And we've got two of these silver leaf connectors as well. We've got the lobster clasp, we've got the 6mm jump rings, we've got the 18-inch chain, the other leaf connector, we've got those natural silks in 2 gauges, and your threading pack for $26.95. That is a brilliant, brilliant deal. Fantastic. Now, what we're going to do, we're going to get across to her and get started with our lovely Jem, because everybody is saying, please, 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 Jem, please tell us how you made that incredible incredible necklace. Tell you what I'm going to do, Jen, before you start. Do you mind if I put a black board under there? Because I think it's going to work better, isn't it?
Yep.
Is that all right with you, lovely sweet pea? There we go. There you go. Got you ready? Okay.
Thank you very much.
So, I can't wait to see how to do this.
Now, I will say that the centre section is completely new.
Yeah.
I came up with the technique the other night, and it is a tiny bit fiddly and requires just a tiny bit of patience and a gentle hand. That said, anybody can achieve it.
Great.
It's
Wonderful.
perfectly doable.
Okay.
So pearls are outside of my normal remit. It's not something that I work a lot with. So what I will do is just show you very, very simply a non-tool way to knot pearls, because we do have a pearl knotting tool, which I think was on the show yesterday, actually.
We had it in a kit the other day.
Was it in a kit?
We had it in a kit, yeah.
I'm sure I've seen it sort of pop up recently. But if you don't have that, or you don't have it yet and you're waiting for it, I'm going to show you a way to get your pearls quite nice and tight by hand.
Brilliant.
The first thing that you will notice is when you unwrap your silk is it's very, very long. Now, the first time I had one of these several years ago, I started making my necklace here because I just wanted to do that much, and I couldn't be bothered to push the pearls all the way along. And what I ended up with was then having a length of silk with no needle. You only do it once.
Yeah.
So I am choosing the lighter of the two silks, which is the 0.7 mil,
Yeah,
which I think is number
0.7 mil.
6.
Yeah, absolutely.
And there are various ways which you can start off your pearl necklace, but because we have lots of beautiful designers who have pearls as their specialist medium, I'm not going to go on and on about how to start and knot your pearls. We're just going to get into the fiddly bit in the middle.
We didn't talk about, I do apologise on these two silks, I didn't mention that it has got a fixed needle on the end. So again, that's what our lovely Jemmy's talking about. It does have, if I turn it around, it will tell you at the top there, and I should have mentioned that, fixed needle. Okay, so there you go.
Which I can show you just now, and it's attached to one end, and it's almost like a twisted piece of wire.
Yeah.
So that just sits on, and the silk is sort of fixed onto it.
Makes it easier to thread, doesn't it?
It does.
Yeah.
So the way I started my necklace is just to put a knot in the end.
Okay.
Which I'm sure has a name, but I'm really useless at these things.
Just an overhand knot, isn't it?
So it's an overhand knot. I'm just going to spin that around and pop a loop through.
Okay.
What you have the option to do is to add a little bit of glue to your loop.
Oh, we've got some E6000 on the show today.
Perfect. I actually
Brilliant.
used E6000, so that will be a really good one. Now, I've made that oversized just so that you can see how it's done. What you would want to do is either pop in a jump ring or the jump ring that comes on the end of the lobster clasp.
Okay.
That's going to get in my way, so I'm not going to do that. Once you've popped your E6000 on and allowed it to dry for a couple of moments, you can trim quite close. I would recommend gluing it before you trim it.
Right, we'll put the glue on in a minute. Yeah.
But I haven't got the glue with me, and also me and any kind of glue, it usually results in a mess and me sticking my fingers
got time
together.
for it to dry anyway, have we? So.
And I went to hospital once like that because I'd actually glued my hand together. Couldn't drive, had to get somebody to take me. It's true, so this is why I don't do gluing. Anyway.
Don't give her the glue when you bring it over, Phil. Give it to me. Don't give Jem the glue.
This is true. So you would have a much smaller loop into which you can still, because the jump rings are pre-cut, you can open and close and use that. So we go to the far end of the thread and pop the first of our pearls on. Now these, the larger of the two strands of pearls, work really well with this size of the thread. So we're going to pull it all the way along to the far end. And you have a choice here whether you want to put a crimp cover on. Some people prefer it. Some people would like to offer in a piece of gimp wire or French wire on the end to protect the thread from the moving action. Anyway, I'm not going to go on and on about pearls because you have people that will help you with that. I've taken the pearl as far as it will go against the knot or against the closed cover, and I'm going to tie around my fingers a loop, and I'm going to pull through the end which has the needle all the way through until that comes out. So you've got this knot which is currently miles away from where you want it to be. So I'm pulling the pearl into position and I'm going to grip hold of the piece of thread that's coming out of the pearl and slowly push the knot down around that piece of thread that's coming out, using my thumbnail and my forefinger nail, very, very gently, using my other fingers to pull the excess thread through, and there you have a knot that is absolutely snug.
Brilliant.
Repeat that ad infinitum to the length of halfway round. I chose to use 19 of these pearls.
Okay, great.
Which makes a collar that can be sort of worn by most people. Of course, you can add an extender chain or you can make more.
Okay.
So that's where I got to. Now, I haven't knotted the end here because I didn't want to waste any of the silver lobster clasps, because obviously those can go into scoops now.
Okay. Shall I just put that on, just because it's on the
Absolutely
screen? Only because we like you, as we go through the stage of what Gem's making, have all the sort of all the sections that you need, all the product that you need to be able to recreate this. Okay, so we're just going to add in the E6000 glue. I mean, goodness me, if you're a jewellery maker, this is an essential part of your kit, isn't it, quite simply?
Most definitely.
Yep.
I use it inside Kumihimo bead caps.
Yep.
And sometimes if you're using a ribbon end, you don't need glue, but sometimes you do.
Yep.
This is my go-to.
Yep. I use this on the stretchy bracelets on the elastic as well.
Perfect.
Use for that on your
Yep.
knot. £2.95. Now, we never used to bring this to you on its own, but we had so many people messaging in saying, look, I have to replenish my E6000. I use my glue on a daily basis. Can we have the glue on its own, please? So we said, you know what? Okay, fair enough. So this is £2.95, and this glue does last. I mean, it is a great, versatile glue.
It's nice and gloopy. It's not really, really thin. If you go to those shops where you don't spend much and you buy a pack of 6 of them, the glue is really thin. Now, this is sticky enough before it sets that you can sort
still
of push it
move
in.
it and manoeuvre things around. I think that's why we love it for jewellery making.
And the way I applied it to the knot in this pearl necklace is I folded a piece of card at the corner and just popped a little bit of glue on the card and then used the card to apply it. We've all got scraps of envelopes and bits of paper around, so you don't need a tool to do it.
No.
But I will tell you that I was desperate for some of this a couple of weeks ago and I spent £6.95 on some. So to have that for £2.95
for E6000, elsewhere £6.95.
Yeah.
Wow.
Because there was none at that time on the website.
So we're less than half price at £2.95.
In my experience, yes. I mean, obviously you might see something else, but for me, that's a cracking deal.
Isn't it just?
And it's useful for everything as well. Don't glue your false eyelashes on with it though, because you'll never get them off.
Yeah, exactly. But again, great for crafts as well, great for crafting. So not just your jewellery making, of course. I actually had some of this at home, and I had some pencils I bought for some colouring pencils, and the perforated sort of lid had been ripped off as it was sent through the post at Christmas, and it was for a gift. So I used the E6000 to just reseal it down, put a weight on it overnight, came the next day, it's perfect.
Fantastic.
Thank you, E6000. So £2.95. The only thing is, my fella's nicked mine, so I need to get another one. So while we've still got the availability, although I have got people buying 2s and 4s, because you know how infrequently we bring this on, and it comes in, and you take all the availability. That's why we keep it on order. But we haven't seen this since February.
That sounds about right. That would be why I couldn't find any.
That would be right, because I mean, and then it takes us sometimes, depending on the delivery process and whether they, our suppliers have got it in stock, because literally comes on we can see 2s and 4s and 3s and 2s and 4s and everywhere, and so but literally everybody goes, right, I'll have it, get it in my stash, because it's got such a longevity, sort of use by date on it as well, that you just keep it in your stash. Fantastic. Anyway, right, so there you go. Sorry, so the glue's done. We're back to you, gorgeous face.
Fantastic. Well, as I said, I'm not going to go on and on about the pearls, but if you wanted to add an extra knot between where you've used your bead closure cover, crimp cover,
yeah.
If you wanted to put an extra knot after the crimp cover before your pearl, that will protect your pearls.
Okay, good idea.
One of the reasons we have knotting is to protect the pearls from each other.
Exactly.
My last of my 19 pearls has no knot against it.
I spotted that.
I thought you might have.
I spotted that.
So what we want to do now, and this is where it gets a little bit tricky, is we want to have a knot that's almost closed but not quite. And then we're going to add a length of the silver coloured beading thread.
Oh, great, okay, yep.
You can use whichever colour you wanted to. I think I had a little bit of residue of the beautiful white, so I used that, which is absolutely ideal. Obviously, if you haven't got that, then it doesn't really get seen, so I'm going to use silver for this piece.
Okay.
So I'm just going to create a knot in exactly the same way I did between the pearls, using my fingers as a guide, go around and then come up in the middle. And I want to get the knot to sit quite closely against the pearl. But before I complete pushing that against the pearl, I'm going to add a crimp bead. Now this is where the delicate hand comes in. I'm just going to pop that down for a second and grab myself a crimp. Generally speaking, we don't use crimps on silks because it can cut through. Where the edges come together, it can sever the natural fibres. So what this is going to do is it's going to sit inside that knot and it's going to secure the end of our beading thread, but it's not going to close up completely. It's going to sort of suggest a bit of a closure, but it's not going to close up entirely. So I'm just going to pop my thread, which has the silk and the pearls on, through first, and pop this as far down as I can get it without putting any stress on this. We don't want this to close up yet. So I'm just going to shake that down. This is the tricksy part.
Okay.
So I'm going to lean in. God, there's a dog hair, sorry. Joey came to work with me. We want to do the same as we did before, which is to get our knot as close down as we possibly can to that pearl, but not quite closed.
Okay.
And then we're going to pop the crimp inside that almost closed knot. Now I appreciate that this is a little bit tricky, but it isn't impossible. Obviously when you're not on the telly, it's a bit easier.
Yeah, because you can get in closer to it.
So what we're going to do is pop the end of the beading thread, and I've got probably about 12 inches here, which is far too much, but it's always best to have more than you need.
Yep.
Going to slot that inside so that it sits through. I don't know if you can see, that's come out the other side.
Yep,
just
got
there.
you. Yep.
And I'm going to push everything together so that we've got it in a great big mess.
Okay.
Once we've got it in a mess, we want to crimp very, very gently. We don't want to close the crimp entirely. All we're doing is holding that together whilst we get another knot going. So you can see that that's not completely closed, it's just giving us a little bit of help.
Yep.
What we're going to do now is a knot around the beading thread.
Okay.
So we're going around, all the way around the beading thread, around my fingers, over the top, exactly the same as we would normally do. And then we're going to pull this through. Now this knot needs to butt up against the existing knot, which has all of the stuff going on. It has the little crimp in there. So I'm just going to push this down very, very gently. Now this second knot is where I would add a dab of glue and then a crimp cover, because it hides the mechanics and tidies things up, and you can disappear your little crimp in there as well. So that's a little bit messy because obviously I've not had time to glue it, so I've just pulled that out because it's not glued in. So I just pop that through and give that a bit of a crimp just on there. Bear with me 1 second.
If I show that here, is that what we're talking about down here,
yes,
is it?
That's right. We've offered a way of covering up the mechanics. We've popped a crimp cover on over the top.
Got you.
So once we've got our second knot into position, we're going to be able to add in another pearl on the main silk strand.
Okay. So just going to show, sorry, Jem, darling, we're just zooming in on that, the crimp there, just down by those little 2 mils. Lovely, beautiful.
So I'm just bringing my next pearl in against the knot that comes after where we're going to use the crimp cover to hide all the naughty mechanics. Now what I'm going to do is put a little bit of a bend in the beading thread so that it's coming down at 90 degrees to the silk strand. It's coming back towards me. It's difficult to see on the blackboard, but it's coming down here.
It's okay, we've got it.
Fantastic. Now, can't remember how many pearls I used. Was it 6 or 7?
Let me just have a little cheeky count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, darling.
Right, this is the bit where I am the absolute worst. So if you could do a tap dance while I just thread on a couple of these pearls to show you how we're going to fix them onto the strand, that would be awesome. Because me and seed beads, we don't really, they are difficult for me to get on anyway. I've seen people put them down on a surface, on a bead mat, and then sort of stab them and pick them up that way. So I love you, Jem.
Sorry, did you understand what I was trying to say? Yeah, sorry. We're just talking about, yes, sorry, we were just saying, it's yeah.
Yeah, so if you wanted to do a tap dance, just while I pop these on, or if there's anything that you want to bring.
Well, I'll tell you what we'll do. Sorry. What do you want to do, Phil? Sorry. Sorry, the sterling silver. Oh, you want to do that now? Okay, really quickly then, because I don't want Jem to feel under, because there's nothing worse than standing there trying to thread 7 tiny little seed beads. It puts you under unnecessary pressure. So I thought
they are 2 mil.
They are 2 mil. So do you know what, darling? We're going to help you out. We're going to show a solid 925 sterling silver, brand new charm. Because I tell you what, Jem, you are a star, and we thought we'll give you a star charm to go with your lovely kit. We think with the sky blue topaz brilliant cut heart charm, with the diamonds as well, we just thought as a beautiful, beautiful addition to the kit, or just stand alone. There are so many people in our lives, aren't there? Family members and friends, people that have, teachers, people that have had a real impact on us. To sort of say to somebody, look, you're a star, and this is my lovely gift to you. It's beautiful. Again, if you think bridesmaid gifts, what a lovely idea. These have got the lobster clasp on to actually pop onto your necklace. We had a sterling silver necklace earlier. You could make that into a bracelet. Again, that's a lovely addition to hang on the back of a necklace as well as a featured drop. You've got, did I mention, a dazzling, round, beautiful, brilliant cut diamond? Did I mention that? You have in the centre there, look, a really beautiful little brilliant cut round diamond in that 6 rayed star charm. $14.95 we should be. We are going to give you a 33% saving, and we're going to nip it in and nudge it in under £10. Sterling silver diamond charm for a £10 note with 5p change.
Okay.
How?
I don't know. The first piece of high-end jewellery I ever made had something not dissimilar to this.
Yeah.
And it cost me over £20 just for that component.
I was going to say, on average, as I said, on the high street, without the diamond, minimum £30. With the diamond, 50 plus. Easily. Elsewhere. Have a look, do a research. So, would you do me a favour? This is what you were doing yesterday. Have a search on Tinternet for a sterling silver charm with diamonds and see what comes back. I'm willing to bet, if I had a hat, I'd eat it. You won't find one for £9.95 anywhere else. Oh, Amelia's very kindly just said, I've got a hat if you'd like to eat it, if anybody finds one. Thanks, Amelia. Do you know, who needs friends? Who needs enemies when you've got friends like this? Hey?
It's a substantial one as well.
I thought I liked Amelia. I'm just having a rethink. She's there. I'm only £9.95. I know, £9.95. This is a beauty. And I'm getting, again, think about, I mean, what are we in? April? End of term is July. What a lovely gift for your teacher.
I can't get over the fact it's got the lobster on there as well. That's
exactly so,
over and above the necessity.
Well, I was going to say, sterling silver lobster clasp. And a diamond, and that beautiful, very substantial charm for £9.95. It's unbelievable. Now, Jeremy just said, wow, what a price for E6000. I know, £2.95. I ran out of last week and went into my craft shop, £14.99. I'm taking when you said you got 3 for yourself, you got 3 of ours today at £2.95, I'm guessing. That's what I'm guessing. That is what I'm guessing. So if I just show you that again, it's very, very, I can't believe that. So ours is £2.95 and it's £14.95 elsewhere. So Jamie, I hope you got 3 of ours today instead at £2.95, mate. I'll tell you what, 2 of ours, £3.69, is still cheaper than what you paid for 1. Okay, right, I've got to get back to our lovely, lovely, lovely Jem, because we don't want to miss out on Jem, but we might recap that later. How many of those did we have? Can we just check? We only had 100. Oh, hang on then. Okay, I've got people buying 2s and 3s, so we've only got 100 of those. Okay, well, we haven't any more, but grab them while you can. Sorry, sweet, but
not in the slightest. No, I needed time because the holes are quite tiny. They do go easily onto the beading thread. I think it's 0.38. They do work easily. It's just my eyes and being warm. I sort of struggle to get the little seed beads on.
My darling, we're sorted now.
Indeed. So all we've done is we've offered one of the larger pearls on the silk strand all the way up to the knot, and we've popped 7 of the tiny pearls onto the beading thread, which is now joined, and it's got a little cover to cover up all the mechanics.
Okay, yep.
Again, I would say please ensure that you don't squeeze too hard with the crimp, otherwise you'll cut the thread, and we don't want that.
Yep.
So the next thing we're going to do is generate another knot to go just here.
Okay.
But we're not going to close it up. So I've made a loop, and I'm going to pull the end of the thread up through the loop and away.
Mm-hmm.
Now that knot has come far, far away from where it needs to be. So I'm just going to support that part. And can you see I'm just pulling the thread away? If you grab the right bit, it is easy. So we're going to close that up almost.
Mm-hmm.
And then we're going to pop our beading thread through the hole where the knot is going to appear. You see that's going through the loop.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to pull that up. I'm just going to let that relax. It's done what it needs to do.
Yep.
We need to get back to getting this knot to where it needs to be.
Mm-hmm.
So what you can very easily do if you don't concentrate is tie the knot tight far away from where you want it to be. So grabbing hold of the thread that's coming out of the pearl and then pulling the excess away. We're doing a knot, just basically pretend that your beading thread isn't there. We're doing a knot exactly as we did before, just pushing it down so it sits against that pearl. If the beading thread gets on your nerves, just loosen it away. You see I've just loosened that down there. Our objective right now is to get that knot tight against the pearl and not have it baggy in any way.
Okay.
So just pushing until it sits. I mean, it may go a little bit wonky because again, it's a little bit under pressure. But you'll have to bear with me while I try and get that against the pearl and get that nice and tight. Once you've got that nice and tight, we're going to pull the beading thread up. Just going to support the pearl, pull the end of the beading thread, and you'll see that we're starting to get that little drop.
Oh yeah, lovely.
It's already sitting there.
Oh, beautiful.
So
like a cradle, isn't it?
It is like a cradle, yes. Now I can't actually remember what I did next, so if I can borrow the jobbing.
I'm going to just show it to you and give you a little reminder, darling.
Appreciate that. Now I chose to encircle 3 pearls near the centrepiece, but you obviously don't need to see me suffer quite the same way as I just did 3 times in a row. You've got the idea.
Yep, got you.
So do 3 of those, and then we're going to pass both the beading thread and the silk needle through the top hole of the heart charm.
Great, okay.
So obviously if you wanted to use more of your tiny seed pearls and go further back along, then do so. You know, the idea is, and one of the things I love about coming here is that people can look at this and think, actually that's really pretty, but I'd like to do
Put my own twist on it.
Definitely.
Yeah.
And if you've got, say, 7 pearls enclosed, because there's 7 members of your family, take it and make it yours.
Yeah.
So I found it easier to put the beading thread through the top hole first, and just with a little bit of pushing, that will find its way through. I'm just going to lay that down a second. Now, you have an option here, which is quite nice, to go underneath the heart with a strand of the seed pearls if you wanted to.
Okay.
In which case you'd go through the heart with the silk. But I chose to go all the way through because I wanted the heart to really stand out.
Yeah.
But you have that option. So I'm just going to offer the needle on the silk to go through the same hole, and hopefully that will just pop out the other side. Just takes a little bit of fiddling to get that through, but it does go through. Obviously it goes through because I made it go through earlier. What I might do is try putting them through at the same time, see if that's any easier. You also have the option, if this doesn't work for you for any reason, you can go, one goes through the top hole and one goes through the bottom hole, which is possibly what I'm going to do now.
Okay.
Because I don't want you to sit there watching me suffer.
Okay.
Oops, I can't get that to go through now.
It's okay, darling.
If your needle is straight, as you work with the needles, they can get a bit kinked, and that's maybe what the issue is. But if you just take a moment to try and get that a little bit straighter, then obviously that will occur. So excuse me a second.
It's all right, darling.
If I get the silk one to go through, then we can move on. But I am going to cry in a minute if it doesn't go through.
No, you're not allowed to cry.
Am I not?
No.
Oh, hooray! That happened.
Okay,
that was the thing that happened.
Okay.
So we're going to come out the other side.
Yep.
And the first thing that we would do is tie a knot around the beading thread to pull it all back together.
Got you. Okay.
So I'm going to pull that tight.
Okay.
I'm going to put a knot in my silk.
Yep.
Around and through. Pop the beading thread through and then tighten it up, imagining that your diamond is, that the diamond charm is a pearl. Use the same technique. So I'm feeding the excess of the pearl thread away, and we're going to generate a knot that is tight against the item. Now that's come a bit loose because I've gone through 2 separate holes.
Yep.
But the theory is exactly the same.
Got you.
What I want to have happening is the beading thread to come down. So I'm going to put a right angle bend in it, and you can bend your beading thread. I will then offer a pearl on and put another 7 of these
and repeat it all
underneath. Yeah, and then to finish off, you would have a knot exactly the same as how we started, with a jump ring going through it. So forgive me for making such a meal of putting the seed beads on.
No. Listen to this. No, you are mistaken. Now listen to this. That's just showing you the back of the necklace with the beautiful lobster clasp. Lynn just said, thank you for a superb demo, Gem. I now have the confidence to knot pearls. Love to all the JM team. Lynn in Whitley Bay. Can I just say as well, my director in my ear there, Maggie, was saying, my goodness me, are you good at handling those knots?
Oh, bless your heart. Thank you very much.
Total control of the knots.
I appreciate that.
So this is the thing, isn't it? Sometimes we stand here and I admire, because I've tried it. I've guest designed for one show, and it's not easy. These guys have got to think of their head going over the camera, shot and going over the overhead camera, positioning of the hand, concentrating, working, speaking, demoing. There's a lot to think about, and you're hard on yourselves, you lovely lot, and there's no need to be. You're brilliant, brilliant. Can I just tell you though? Do need everybody to check your kits out if you want them, of course, because I've got 17 of you with this kit in their baskets. I've got Marilyn, Christine, Eleanor, collector in Essex, a collector in Oregon, Bryony, Margaret, Lynn, Sweetha, Teresa, Isabel, Samantha, Mary, Carola, and the list goes on. It's a big long list. That diamond heart charm in sterling silver should be $49.95 on its own for that diamond heart. We've saved you £7 and we've thrown you 2 strands, including that 2 mil of pearls, in with that incredible price tag of $42.95. Okay. Can I say, you're done, aren't you?
Absolutely.
You're
if there are any questions on anything, you can always get in touch with me via my guest designer page, and I'll try and answer them for you.
Thank you, lovely.
If there's anything that I didn't make clear, please just shout me.
Oh, it was a fabulous demo. Okay, so we've got 2 fantastic star buys coming up in the next hour for you, so brace yourselves, they're amazing. And Jem will be back with another superb demo in about an hour's time as well, so join us after the break, and there's more fantastic things to come.
I like working with Kumihimo because it's a very mobile craft. I can take it with me to various different places and work on it on the go. It's got endless patterns that you can create with lots of varied materials which Jewellery Maker sell in abundance. So things like our satin cords and waxed cords, but we can use ribbons and wire as well. And I like the product because that it's sort of something that all ages can do. So from the very young, my children enjoy making Kumihimo braids, right through to people who might have some sorts of dexterity problems, because it's very easy, there's nothing heavy to move, and you get into a real zone of sort of peaceful tranquility while doing it, and it just takes you to another place and you just get lost in the moment of making Kumihimo.
Are you new to jewellery making? Not sure where to start? Then head over to our website and check out our Get Started page. Watch the welcome message from presenter Carol and find out all about Jewellery Maker. Watch one of our easy to follow tutorials where our guest designers will teach you the basics and give you the confidence to start making earrings, bracelets and necklaces. If you prefer to simply have a go, then check out our starter kits. They contain everything you need, including instructions, tools, gemstones and clasps, allowing you to create your very first jewellery pieces. You can either watch the video tutorial or follow the step-by-step instructions to give you plenty of inspiration. We also have an array of beginners workshops that you can attend here at our studios and join our experienced designers and get a taste for this fabulous hobby. We will guide you through the basics to get you started making your own beautiful jewellery. Everyone is welcome in the jewellery making family, so start your jewellery making journey today.
I like the fact that it's a really versatile medium, that you can, you've got no restrictions with it. You can create lots of organic designs, but you can also create a really structural designs as well if you want to. You can mix it with all of your different techniques. You can mix it with polymer clay, with kumihimo, with crami, and it's just so versatile. You can just do so much, and there's just no limit with it. Hello my lovelies, welcome back to Jewellery Maker, welcome to Jewellery Maker. You've just had the time, perhaps you put the Sunday dinner on, perhaps the Sunday dinner's in the oven. Sorry everybody, all my crew now are looking at me as if to say, stop mentioning roast potatoes, Yorkshire pud. Oh, I'd love a Sunday dinner. And I know I haven't got a Sunday dinner. I haven't got a Sunday dinner coming up. Has anybody got a Sunday dinner today? Amelia is going home. That means, does that mean Leah as well?
But we're going out to a public house.
Are you going to a public house for dinner? Oh, a Sunday roast dinner. She's having it cooked for her. So let us know if, in fact, text in. Are you having a Sunday dinner today? Can you make us all jealous? Would you? Text in on 60777. JM Studio. Start that message with, oh, pigs in blankets. That's my favourite. Pigs in blankets. Oh, if I have a pig in a blanket, I'm done.
I do vegan ones.
Do you?
Vegan pigs in blankets. They're amazing.
Are you a vegan then?
99%,
Do you know there's a new vegan restaurant opened in Warwickshire?
Really?
Yeah. My friend messaged on Facebook last night, yeah. Anyway, sorry, can I just tell you? So, deal of the day. Now, the morning show, I haven't left us many for this afternoon. We had 173 and we've got, over 100 went. Now, these Ethiopian opals, I spoke to our purchasing team, and basically I spoke to our lovely Bella and Hannah Oxbury, and they said we fell lucky on this strand. Basically, just quickly, they said we fell lucky on this strand. They said it should be £119 this strand. Don't forget, the play of colour looks amazing in the studio, but it's going to look even more incredible when you get them home, because you need natural daylight. It's a superb strand. It should be £119, and on our deal of the day today, I'm going to just tell you, we're going to go to £69.95. I'm telling you the price. The reason being, it should be £119. The quality, it is AAA grade. And I spoke to our purchasing team. They said we are highly unlikely, we think it was priced wrongly, we are highly unlikely to ever secure a deal and a quality AAA grade Ethiopian opal ever like that again. Plus the fact that it's likely to be mined out in the next 20 months, so we don't think so it's not just the fact that we're unlikely to get this grade at that price again, it's unlikely we're going to get Ethiopian opal for much longer, but to get a £119 strand to £69.95, you can understand why over 100 went on the morning show for their deal of the day this morning. I've got about is it about 60, in the 60s, that's all we've got left. They'll go the way of the pearls yesterday. It will be a sellout today. So if you want to get £119 worth of opals for £69.95, today's your day. And we're going to be doing it in just less than 2 hours' time at 4 o'clock. Okay, so good luck. Incredible deal. Now, the other thing I want to do for you, now, we've got a kit coming up. And another thing, if you don't mind, because I said to Jem, which one do you fancy demonstration? She said, I don't mind. I said, right, well, let's ask the Jewellery Maker audience. So, Today, we've got these phenomenal abalones in our kit today. Absolutely glorious abalones. And Gem's made them into beautiful necklaces and beautiful earrings. But she's also created this beautiful, beautiful bracelet as well. Now, quite simply, you have the choice to choose. All you've got to do is text in or message in on the Jewellery Maker app or the Jewellery Maker website. And just message in, say, bracelet or necklace. Which one? Text in on 60777. Start your text with James Studio. Text in and say, would you like Gem to make the necklace or the bracelet? Now I'm going to put my vote in, Gem. Bracelet.
You're on.
Yep, I'm going to put my. That's mine. Now I'm going to ask Emma on cameras. What would you like Gem to make?
Necklace.
Necklace. Amelia, what would you like Gem to make?
Necklace.
Oh, okay. So everybody. Who else is in there? Is that Claire? Claire? Necklace. Oh, I'm outbidded. Phil? Necklace. Oh, well. Studio saying necklace. But yeah, could you message in? Because it's your choice. It's not me or my crew's choice. It's your choice. Text in 60777. Start your text James Studio and just say bracelet or necklace. Or as I said, you can message on the Jewellery Maker website and you can message on the Jewellery Maker app as well. Right then, now we did, we had yesterday, when I was with Gemma Crow, we had some beautiful fabrics and she was using the tiara bases. And again, she suggested using those with the fascinator caps that we had yesterday. She said, and it was, Phil said, we've got them on the show today, and we have. He's absolutely right. Now you get 5 of each colour. So if I just separate them out for you. Okay, we're going to really look after you on this as well. So you've got all of the different colours of the metals that you could wish for in these. I'll start with the silver. You get 5 of each one of these. These are your tiara bands. You can wear them as a torque necklace if you want to. But we've got silver coloured, 5 of those, 5 of the rose gold colours, and 5 of the yellow gold coloured. Could you imagine being able to own these at 40p each? Gem's face just went in shock. £5.95 for those. Have we ever done that before? Are you allowed to do that, Phil? He said, I don't know. Well, we're having pure decadence. I mean, goodness gracious me. Now, for those of you that will make your fascinators, those of you that, and again, as I said, if you don't like all the colours and you don't want, let's say you want them all in silver, you don't want the rose gold, you don't want the yellow gold, do what Gemma did yesterday, cover them all in fabric. I mean, you can do, these are so versatile, aren't they, Gem?
They are. And again, what you can do is use the zari, the rounder ropes.
Yep.
You can feed them over the top and have the colours glinting through.
Absolutely. Oh, I like that idea. Oh, I do like that idea. Or you can do what I do. Do you want to do what I do? I have them as a torque necklace. That's what I do. That's how I wear them.
Go on, put another one on.
Do you want me to put another one on?
Yeah, I want you to
same colour?
No, different colour.
I knew you were going to say different colour.
Of course I would.
Right, coming on, another colour.
So, you know, I like the way they sit like that.
Yeah, I quite like that actually. Now you've done that. Oh yeah. Oh, actually, yeah, with a double and a little bit of the subtle two-tone. Mm. Look at those opals. Can't take my eyes off the opals. That's the problem. That is a really naughty deal, Phil, but we love you for it, my friend. Do you know, that's just kicked off everybody, hasn't it? Now, if you think there, then 40p a piece at £5.95 for 15 tiara bands. That is absolutely incredible, isn't it? All 3 colours as well. Goodness gracious me. TC's got them. Hello, TC. John was the first one in. John was like, yeah, I'll have them, thanks. Shemaine, Tina, Carol, Teresa, Sue, Eileen, all checked out. Sarah, Avril, Lynn, collector in Lancashire, collector in Somerset, had 2, Michelle, Linda, Coraline, collector in Staffordshire. Yvonne's just come in and got them as well. Angela got a chance, Anita got a chance. Susan of Deck and Dine. That sounds a good one, doesn't it? Deck and Dine. Quite like that name. Deck and Dine. Has anybody texted to say they're having a Sunday dinner? Oh, is nobody having a Sunday dinner yet? What are you having today?
Probably a salad.
Oh, good girl. Yeah, I've been doing that. At the minute, trying to lose weight. I said to Jem in the toilets earlier in the dressing room, I said, I feel like I'm eating dust at the minute. Literally eating dust. Although, do you know what happened yesterday? The ice cream man pulled up outside our lounge window. He shouts across, "Do you want your usual?" which is like a Mr. Whippy with raspberry sauce and a flake in it, and he hands it through our lounge window. He does. I sat on my sofa and he just hands it through the lounge window.
That's service. You don't get that everywhere.
A Mr. Whippy that hands your Mr. Whippy 99 through your window. You can, you know. So naughty. Oh no, I've got something now. Pure decadence. That's what we're on this weekend. Pure decadence. Now, first of all, I'm going to show you the wire. Then I'm going to show you the beautiful knitted wire with the little ball chain in it, which is gorgeous. Okay, so we've got some gold-coloured wire, my darlings, for you. We have got 1 millimetre and we've got 10 metres in length. So that's a good gauge, isn't it? 1 mil. 1 mil, and you got your 10 metres. I love our buttery gold. I think it's lovely. Now, would you like to see the pure decadence that we've got to go with it? Oh, yes. Emma on camera has just winked at me. She went, okay, I like that little wink. Now, I think these are lush. Absolutely beautiful. I love them. Now, you can, there's a little tiny ball chain inside. You can remove that if you want to and use it elsewhere, but the effect of that, and inside this, if I can just double check in here, yeah. Now, unusually, the reason this is more subdued and more sort of elegant and decadent is sometimes in these silver wires, and I think Jenny last night on the Late Show had a green wire yesterday. It was beautiful. This is silver on the outside, but again, this has got a two-tone effect. It's not overly shiny, so again, great for unisex. Though that ball chain inside is actually a beautiful gunmetal. And if I can just show you at the end here, see if I can sort of poke a few of those out almost. Can I get those out? Can you just see at the tip there? Can you see it right at the end? I don't want to sort of damage the chain and pull it down, but that's where you can just see the tip of that gunmetal on those little balls inside, look. See the lovely two-tone. Right then, 1 metre of the silver colour knitted wire with that gunmetal bead chain inside. Oh my word. Do you know, I'm not being funny, everyone. A 1 millimetre, 10 metre gauge of wire there at £5.95 is brilliant, isn't it? Let's be honest.
It is, yeah.
That's brilliant, isn't it?
It is. It's a good price for the reel.
So basically, we've thrown in that lovely silver knotted wire. Now I know I've got my opals on, but let me just show you those there. Look. Just to show you, because it's a lovely, elegant, I mean, look at that, just on its own, it's lovely actually, Jem.
It is.
Oh, I love that. Lovely, lovely. And again, I mean, that there, these are lovely to buy actually. Put them into your stash, and if you if you do craft stalls and craft fairs and things, then you can use them as an alternative way to see, you can offer them out as sort of pendant holders as well, can't you?
That's exactly what I was thinking.
Yeah.
From a potential purchaser's point of view, can I ask how squishy it is?
Ask how squish. Do you want to come and have a feel?
Can I have a squish?
Come and have a touch. Come and have a feel.
Thank you. Oops, sorry.
It's all right.
Okay, so there's enough of a squish in there that you
I'm intrigued about the squish levels. Yeah, go on.
Well, you can probably end that with a ribbon ending as well.
You can. We've already tested it. You can.
Have?
Yeah,
okay.
absolutely can.
But as an alternative, you can make a really chunky design by looping and knotting it, or looping and wire wrapping. You got some different options.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's really nice.
Yeah.
It feels quality.
Yeah, we had. Thank you, Jem. We had our lovely Colin come into the show a week or so again and give us a really cheeky, unexpected showstopper deal with 3 of these. But I tell you what, that price is redonkulous, isn't it? At £5.95 with the wire as well. Don't forget. 10 metres of 1 mil wire as well. Incredible. Well done, Phil. Could I just ask, Phil, because I've got most people buying 2s, can I just ask how many of those we have got? Because only got 20 left. Okay, so just to let, I had a feeling they'd be gone quick. Catherine, Nicole, E, Isabel, Kerry, and all the collectors there as well. Grab those while you can, because that is guaranteed sellout. So congratulations, well done. Well done. Well done. What a great deal. What a great deal. Oh, I love these. I love, 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 love these. Now, for those of you that love your flowers, love your floral designs, these shells, and I love it. I think I've only seen this once before where we've done both of the shapes in this design, and they go great together because you've got these massive 30 mil coins. Goodness me, I'm doing them a disservice. These are mother of pearl, so they've got a lovely strength to them. Second you add mother of pearl, you've got a lovely strength. You've got this array, this bouquet of flowers, these beautiful yellow sort of pansy type and rose and green leaves and silky whites. They're beautiful. So a massive 30 mil disc. Then these 20 mil drop by 15 mil across. And as Jem said earlier, it makes you think of that sort of Japanese print that you used to see on those old-fashioned screens in the 1920s that all the film stars used to undress and put a sort of feather boa over the top, didn't they?
That sounds amazing. It's such a romantic image. And yes, I absolutely have always wanted one of those.
Yeah, I've always wanted one of those as well. In fact, I used to have a top very much like this in my youth with a sort of polka dot background, and I lived in it. It's just took me right back. I love this top. You remember when you're younger and you start to go out and you start to get a bit older and you got this top that you think you look, it's one of those few tops where you think you look absolutely stunning in and you love it and it's your favourite and you always feel good. That's just took me right back. It really has. Now we're going to surprisingly give you both of the strands for £9.95. So both of those, individually, we'll be only asking you to go to £4.48 each. Now, the big 30 mil coins you get, in my example in the studio, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, I've got 13. And on the ovals, we've got, just to give you an idea, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. Now, again, the first question I keep getting asked about these is that pattern on the mother of pearl on both sides, or does it flip over onto like a black or something? Absolutely double-sided on every single one. So again, if you want to make them into earrings, I tell you what, I'll be making these into a big ring. Would you, Jem?
Oh, definitely, because you could get to see it all the time.
Exactly. Exactly. I think that would look really, in fact, shall I hold one on my finger and have a little look. See, I'd love to see that as a ring. Look at that. Don't they look? Oh, look at that for a dress ring, Jem.
Absolutely stunning. All I was thinking is you've got options there. You could make a ring from one of the large ones and from one of the small ones. A bracelet, having one of the large ones at the centre with the smaller ones.
Stretchy bracelet, yeah.
Gorgeous.
Yeah, absolutely. That's what Mirabelle's doing, actually. She's got them all over Facebook. What she's doing on these, and I've got all these in different colours, as I haven't started working with them yet. But basically, imagine stretching that with some lovely pearls, or again, some lovely sort of black agates or black onyx or something like that. And then having that, either the oval or the big round, as your star sort of focal point. It'd look amazing. Amazing. Funny enough, Mirabelle's coming in for these. I thought she might. Wendy, Mirabelle, Angela, Isabel, Alison, Janie, Yvonne, Marilyn. Good luck, good luck, good luck. Well done. Brilliant deal. Now we're already at 2:20, my lovelies. You know what that means if you're a regular Jewellery Maker, do you? Star by. Now then, in our lovely kit with our beautiful Jem earlier, we had an exquisite decadent, as it's the Decadence weekend, and that's what it was reserved for. We had a beautiful sterling silver heart with diamonds, 24 dazzling, brilliant cut round diamonds in it, 0.15 carats. And we also had a lovely sterling silver, beautiful caricature type heart with a sky blue topaz in it as well. And some beautiful leaf connectors. And we also had sterling silver findings, lobster clasp, the chain, the jump rings. So what we thought is we'd give you another beautiful strand of high grade gemstones. We got the Ethiopian opal as the deal of the day. We are spoiling you this decadent weekend. Decadence, port full of decadence these are. These are glorious ruby, 100 carats of glorious, glorious ruby. I mean, let's be honest, ruby is undeniably one of the most precious of all gemstones. I mean, it represents the idea, the notion of love, of romance, of marriage. It's just glorious, isn't it? And look at that richness. Now, I'm going to tell you something very special about these rubies. Firstly, you've got a 7mm round, which is a joy. you think of most rubies you've ever seen in your life. Before Jewellery Maker, let's think. Have you ever seen a round ruby? I hadn't.
No.
Never?
No.
Had you not? I hadn't. I genuinely never, ever had seen a round ruby until I joined Jewellery Maker. Never. Now that in itself is an absolute joy. But what happens to 95% of rubies, Jem, do you know?
They have a treatment in some way or another, yeah.
Fisher filled or heat treated and basically the Fisher fill is to fill all those cracks and make it smooth. Again, it's a known treatment for ruby. That's fine, it's great. Makes the rubies look lovely, but if you get rubies that look this good, naturally, so no Fisher filling, no treatment, no heat treatment, no nothing. This is absolutely out of the ground, perfect round, exotic, wonderful, rich Indian natural rubies, the gemstone that represents love, passion and romance. That is something very special. We would be adding in the authenticity card if we were being sensible, wouldn't we, Jem?
Most definitely.
Yeah, I mean for 25p. Do you tend to get them?
It depends on the strand.
Yeah.
And I got some chrome dioxide cabs the other day, and I had to get them for that.
Yeah. Every time I buy chrome dioxide, I buy an authenticity card. Same with these rubies. These rubies are delightful. Now, all of you checking out on the website price currently, we are beating that. I know that's unusual at $54.95 at an incredible strand of rubies like this, the ultimate gem of love. We will beat it. Now, this also, if you are in a relationship with somebody, or if you've got a lovely relationship that you want to nurture, you want to show that person, like, you know, you've got your best friend or, you know, an auntie or a godmother or somebody that you want to really, somebody that's sort of, you know, been your mentor or been your rock through something or something like that. This here, this gemstone is known to be all about showing your strength of your relationship with somebody. So the gift of the ruby is a very, very special gift indeed. I'm going to hold these out for you. Now, can I just ask, I'm going to count these in a moment because these are your 7mm rounds and I want to work out roughly the carat weight and the price per gem. So I've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 31. So firstly, 100 carats divided by 31, so just over 3 carats per gem. So we're already way over the average carat weight of a ruby, because the average carat weight of a ruby, if you're lucky, is 2 carats. So we're already over 3 carats a gem there. What's that per gemstone? Mind you, we haven't put the price in, have we? We have not put the price in on these. Lowest, do you know, I'm not comfortable saying that. How can we say lowest priced ruby ever? Lowest price on this. So 54, you've just saved £15. Do you know what that makes it? What's that each ruby? £1?
£1.12, something like that.
£1.29.
£1.29.
£1.29.
For a royal ruby.
Natural.
That is natural.
Precious ruby. That there is where we need to explain to you how we do this. Because we've got to talk about the quality. Because please don't ever think of the price and think, do you know what? Hang on, it can't be a good ruby. I think you'll find it absolutely is, right? It's because we have built up, by being part of the Gemporia group for 12 years, we're part of the immediate media group now, but we are approaching our 6-year birthday. But we've been part of the Gemporia group for 12 years, okay, so double that time. In that time, because it was a family-run business, we have gone direct to the suppliers, one of very few jewellers the world over to travel all over the planet on a regular basis. And I'll tell you what, you want to see the air miles of the likes of Steve Bennett and his team. I keep saying to him at Christmas, don't get me anything, just give me your air miles. I'll have a field day, love. But yeah, we go direct. And because we have learned and built a wonderful, loyal relationship with all of our suppliers, and it's a relationship built on loyalty and respect and repeat business. And obviously with a business as Gemporia and Jewellery Maker, we've got a substantial buying power because we've got a lot of turnover. So therefore, our suppliers look after us and vice versa. And we give back to the community via our charity projects, okay? So what we're talking about is a very unique position to be in. And because we don't buy through other buyers, we don't have other people's sort of, you know, all these different sort of middlemen and all this. Between each jeweller, by the time you buy a strand and get it back to you, you're talking at least 12 to 20 people in the middlemen section. It's just us, nobody else, just us. And that's how we get to these prices. We strip out all that unnecessary cost. Now, a massive well done to all the collectors in Somerset, South Yorkshire, Angela, Nicole, Pippa, Deborah. Everybody's going mad for this with that £15 saving. They are natural. I know it's quite unbelievable to be able to own 100 carats of natural ruby there. I mean, I've just counted over 30 on this strand. That's 15 pairs of ruby earrings. If you're doing 15 pairs of ruby earrings, I mean, can I just ask, Jem, pair of ruby earrings with just one of each, yeah, so you'd have two, one in each ear. In sterling silver or gold, what kind of price point are we starting at, do you think?
In sterling silver, if you were at a craft event, you'd be looking at £30 to £40.
Wow, and that's at a craft event?
That's at a craft event, yeah,
so in a
absolutely.
glass case in a hotel, totally different?
Double.
Wow.
Absolutely, and if you were to team those with some pearls.
Absolutely.
Some of your classic gems.
Yeah.
I can't tell you how much I love ruby.
Oh.
I could stand there and talk about ruby for 10 minutes.
You and I both, absolutely. Can I just say though, we are limited on this, extremely, extremely limited on this. If you do want them, this is an incredible deal for you today. So well done, what a lovely style buy, wow. Wow, wow, wow. Now, I'll tell you what we haven't had in a while, or I certainly haven't had in a while on Jewellery Maker. I haven't seen any tanzanite. Now, I say that, is it 24 we've got? I haven't got many. 24. Oh, hello. Hello, you Bobby Dazzler. Well, you can see why we've only got 24 left. This has been a bit popular, this strand, hasn't it? Wow. Oh, yes. Oh, that is fantastic, isn't it? Do you know, sometimes you see something so incredibly effortlessly beautiful and rare that it almost makes you giggle because it's so incredible. Do you know what I mean, Jem?
Absolutely.
That is incredible! Look at the size of those. Oh, wow, what a saturation of violet hues as well on that violet blue. Jem, you're shaking your head. What are you thinking?
I can't believe that I am in the presence of a 9mm faceted tanzanite. The centre strand, the centre stone of the strand is up to 9mm, isn't it? I never would have believed that I would be in the same room as one, let alone have the opportunity to work with one. That's why I'm a bit gobsmacked, sorry.
No, but do you know what? That's how we feel about things like this because, as I said, you know, previously presenting on Gemporia channels, when you're used to seeing tanzanite set into jewellery, white gold, yellow gold, platinum, silver at least, and beautiful grady tanzanite, as Jem was just saying there, to see these kind of sizes is it's a privilege. So, I know that you might be sitting there thinking, yeah, it is. It's a privilege. It's an absolute privilege. These huge tanzanites throughout the centre. I mean, we start at 6x5mm, for goodness sake. And then we go up to 9mm drop. 9mm drop on a gemstone that is 1,000 times rarer than your diamond. 1,000 times. So basically, because people say to me sometimes, what does that mean, 1,000 times rarer? Basically, for every 1,000 diamonds that you see, you would only see one tanzanite. That's how super, super rare this is. We have faceted these within an inch of their life. They are exquisite. I mean, we couldn't have a decadence weekend and not have the likes of ruby, tanzanite, and diamonds, could we? I mean, it's just got to be in there. Now, we are going to look after you here. I've got 55 carats of tanzanite. Please have a look at that price point, Jem, and see if you think we're... Are you just taking us slightly aback there, young lady? Can you see why we only had 24 left at that price? £24.95, and we have gone 55 carats. I mean, imagine putting those with those opals.
It's the first thing that popped into my head when they came out.
You and me both. Oh, sorry, I do apologise, Maggie, that was my fault. Yeah, so I'll just show you with that incredible strand of opal we've got coming up, because that's our deal of the day. We've only got about 63 left, okay, and counting. The clock is going on theirs. That would look superb. Absolutely knockout, wouldn't it? Oh, wouldn't that be lovely for the spring and the summer?
They would be incredible because the tanzanite blue is going to be reflected up into the body of the opal. I can imagine taking the smallest 4 or 5 off each end of both strands, clustering them together in earrings.
Because there's more lustre in a cluster, Jem. Yeah, baby. Now, Jenny's had 2. Why not, Jenny? Why not? Because I've not seen a tanzanite like that in a while, okay? Half the stock's gone. So, Marilyn, Kerry, Sharon, Gloria, Susan, Lynette, Collector, Helen, all yet to check out. We're actually over allocated. I've got Lillian in on the telephone as well. So when I read those names out, don't forget you do have people also on the telephone. I only know when they're there when either my call centre can advise me or my producer in my ear, or I see that you physically checked out. Lee in Cardiff has had 2. 2 people have just come in and taken 4, and I only started with 24. What an incredible deal. I mean, gosh, I've got an awful lot on there. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 20. I've only got 9 left. 30, 32, 34, 36, 30, 39 tanzanite on there. I'm also thinking the perfect combination is your pearls with your tanzanite. Goes beautifully. Absolutely. I mean, look at that. Do you know that equates to 64 pence a tanzanite? How can we possibly say that out loud? So you could make a pair of earrings or a pendant that size at 64 pence or £1.28 for a pair of earrings, 1 in each. Isn't that incredible? And the only thing is, Jem, you and I aren't going to get our mitts on this because it's nearly gone. I've got 5 left. Yet to check out James and Dorothy. Tracy, there's 4 left. Collector in West Yorkshire. Lynette, Susan, Gloria, Sharon, Kerry, Marilyn, Daphne. Collector in Oregon. You haven't got long, my lovelies. They're nearly all gone. Elizabeth just bought them on the phone. Rosalind's just got them in Devon, so we're down to 3 chances. Who's going to be the last? Daphne, well done. Rosalind, well done. There's 2 left. It's the last 2 to go. Carolyn, Dumfries and Galloway, good luck. I've got a collector across the pond in Oregon trying to get them as well. Who's the last 2 going to go to? Oh, it's so exciting, isn't it? The only sad thing is, Gemma, I always worry about who's going to miss out. I see everybody's name in their baskets and I think, oh, you got 1 left? What do you mean we'll leave the rest for everybody? There's 1 left. You just said we'll leave the rest. There's only 1.
Is it going to be a fight?
Well, Joyce has had 1. There's 1 left. No, I want to see who's going to get it, Phil. I'm interested. I'm intrigued. 15 people got this in their basket. There's 1 left. Has the basket checkout stopped working? There's 1 left. Oh, is everybody being polite, thinking, oh, I won't take the last one? Well, you're welcome to it. You got 1 left. I'm not putting 1 in. I tell you what, well, I'll get the last one if it doesn't go, because I'm not having that. I'll
split it with you.
We're going to split it over, Jem. Okay, if you don't check out the last one, Jem and I'll split it, so we're not worried there. We'll split the last one. It's not a problem. 24.90. Do you know, with all due respect, it's a giveaway, isn't it?
It is, absolutely.
£24.95. Incredible. Brilliant. Oh, now yesterday I was on the show with Gemma Crow. And we were both saying, Gemma was saying, practically every item she wears has got some form of leopard print in it. She loves it. She absolutely loves it. Do you know, they are gorgeous, aren't they? I'd love to see these with our lovely pearl, do a pearl bracelet and make that one of your feature pieces. Wouldn't that be cool? Because this is the fashion right now. Safari chic, dress yourself. Literally encase yourself head to toe in safari patterned leather, sort of animal print, anything like that. And I'll tell you now, you will be bang on trend for this season in 2016. Now look at that, £5.95. £5.95. It's all gone quiet. Everybody's like, really? Just to show you as well. Look, I know you like to know, don't you? Are they double-sided, Zena? Yes. Yes. Yes.
I thought the mother of pearl bead was saying, "Are you double-sided, Zena?" I had a right moment then. You were doing it in a funny voice.
Did you think the strand was talking, Jen?
I did.
Oh, bless you. You need to get out on it. Right, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. I've got 13 on there. 13. I love you, Jen. I want to be in your world.
Somebody's got to.
Tracy just in New South Wales, all from down under. When your Wi-Fi dies and it says it's out of stock. Oh no, did you just miss out on the Tanzanite, Tracy? Oh, Tracy. Wi-Fi's a pain, isn't it? Wait, what's up?
I was just going to say, I missed out on some red spinel the other day, which went to a really good price. And I spoke to the call centre and they said they would add me to a callback list.
Ooh.
So that may be something that's UK only, but they may be able to perhaps email you. It's worth asking them and just sort of seeing if that's something that can happen, because if there's a chance that something is available and you've fallen in love with it, take the chance.
Yeah, I'll speak to our call centre and I'll see where we can and can't do that.
Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely.
So if it's not available overseas, then my apologies.
Yeah, no, I'll ask the call centre about that.
Head.
Yeah, good idea. I'll find out for you, all my lovelies. I'll email my lovely contact in the contact centre, our lovely Jane. Zoe just said, Zoe likes jam. We heard all about Zoe likes jam yesterday. She had leopard print. We've got gammon to cook for Sunday dinner. Oh, I love gammon. Now, gammon with parsley sauce, or gammon with egg, or gammon with pineapple? There's the question. I'm a gammon and pineapple girl. I like me pineapple. Are you an egg? Everybody else's egg, is it just I'm all on my own today? Everybody's ganging up on me. They're all going, I like an egg.
I would have pineapple if I ate gammon.
Do you know, isn't she lovely? Amelia went, if I ate gammon, I would have pineapple. I love you, Amelia. You're so cute.
I would too.
Oh, bless you all. Can we do these? Oh, I love red jasper. I think, again, red jasper, there are certain gemstones you cannot confuse with anything else. Red jasper's one of them. Red jasper's just so... Oh, and I'll tell you what we've got coming up later to go with these. We've got a strand of mookaite, haven't we, Phil? We have, haven't we? Oh, sorry, I didn't get that. Yeah, we've got some mookaite cubes coming up on the show. Wonderfully red. Now this always makes me think of like a brick red, doesn't it?
It's either brick or I think of it as desert rock formations.
Oh yeah, now you've made me think of that. Where's that location where it's a real desert rock and it's always on the photographs of all the sort of where you go away?
Is it Petra? Rose Red City at Petra or somewhere?
That's not the one I'm thinking of, but
okay.
Yeah, nice one brought to mind though. Nice one brought to mind. Wonderful reds. I tell you what, they'd go nice with those leopard print shells we've just done, look. They'd go great, wouldn't they? Look at that. Oh, that's smoking, isn't it? 270 carats. 810 carats. I was just adding it up in my head, Phil. You monkey. 810 carats. Do you know, look at this. Right, hang on. 3 double strands at 86 centimetres each. So by my reckoning, that's over 2.5 metres of wonderful red jasper. Over 2.5 metres for $5.95. $5.95. Do you know, you go into one of these posh coffee shops and you have a coffee, you and your mate have a coffee, it's more than $5.95, isn't it?
Oh, definitely, yes.
Especially if you get the person behind the counter makes you have a cake as well.
Is that how it happens?
Yeah. I never want one, I just get made. I get embarrassed into having a cake. Lots of you with this in your baskets. Isabel, Kim, Jo, Janet, Christine, Yvonne, Lynn, Sharon, collector in Essex, Linda in Wiltshire. What a brilliant deal. This is just a great way of really adding a big flourish of deep, rich red into your stash, isn't it? Very cost effectively.
It is very cost effective, and I like to use red jasper for Tree of Life designs.
Yeah, absolutely. A lot of people do that, don't they? Yeah, totally agree. Yeah, Tree of Life. Lovely idea. Brilliant. Phil, you are the king of bundles. He's known around the business because our producers have to put these things together. And he is known as the king of bundles. Basically what we've done is we've bundled 3 items together there and given you the most extraordinary saving at just $5.95. It's phenomenal. I mean, if you think each single strand on Jewellery Maker should be no less than $6.95. So those are doubles. So effectively there you've got, although there's 3 strands, they're doubles. So it's 6 strands at $6.95. That gives you some idea of the saving you're getting there on that red jasper. Incredible. Now then, I've got some lovely shells coming up here for you. All different shapes, different hues. I love these. Now, I've also got another shell strand to show you in a moment. Look, now I know that our lovely, lovely, lovely Gem's going to love these, because you love this colour, don't you, Gem?
Purple is my favourite shade.
It is, isn't it? You love
Absolutely.
it, don't you? What makes you love purple so much?
Because it's vaguely feminine, but it's not flowery and pink, and I'm really not a flowery pink person. But you have a heat behind it, and purple can be anything. You can tone it down with something else, you can make it exciting with a different gem.
You can cool it, have it hot. I get exactly what you mean. Yeah, I totally get what you mean. Love these as well, look, because you've got those lovely little coins, 11mm rounds. Then you've got those lovely elongated, beautiful long pear drops, 28mm drop. And then you've got the sort of what we'd class as a more sort of classical pear drop there as well. Let me just show you, I've got something else I've got coming up, because I want to show you this, look. Let me show you this as well, look. Because look at that. Look at that I've got coming up. That's a snakeskin shell in an aubergine plummy colour. Look at those.
See, that's like the best thing ever.
I thought you'd like... Do you know, we put these in the show because we knew you were on today.
Really?
Genuinely, 100%. We put these in the show for you today. Because I said... Phil and I looked at these and Phil said, do you think... I said, Gem is who would like them.
Definitely.
Were we right?
You were absolutely spot on the money, because I like a deep purple, but they to me remind me of, I grew up in the 80s and we had lace gloves or lace everything on top of other things.
Yeah.
So it's almost like you've got the purple, the passionate purple with a lacy overlay.
Yeah, love it.
That I really like.
Love it. We thought you'd like them, so we will do those later for you. Because we get to know what our guest designers like. We get to know our lovely Gem, and that's an incredible, beautiful snakeskin effect, which we'll do in a moment. Now these are more lavender. So I don't know if you're like me and you've got lavender in your garden and you love it with that lovely pungent aroma. Oh, and you rub the head of the lavender between your fingertips and it's all lovely and pungent. It's gorgeous. 3 strands. Rounds, elongated pear drops and pear drops, all for £6.95. Do you know that's £2.32? My director in my ear, Maggie, just said, it makes no sense.
I love that.
Yeah, it makes no sense, she said. It doesn't. Mind you, it wants to make sense. Do you want me to measure it, Maggie, love? Oh, you want to have a little count? Well, I'll give you a count. I'll give you a count. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10... 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30, 32, 34, 36 on that one. 36, they are. They're a good length, look. Shall we have a little measure? Because we haven't measured it for you, have we? Let's have a little measurement on my ruler. Okay, it's measuring 40, so I'm going to cover myself, because we normally give 2 to 3 centimetres extra, so I'm going to say 37 centimetre in length, times that by 3. That's incredible. £2.32 each there. That's so... And again, liven those up. Add in your pearls. Add in your Ethiopian glorious opal in there as well. I'll tell you what, with all those violets, look, in those Ethiopian opals, coupled with those lavender hues, that is beautiful pairing, isn't it? Ooh, now Gem, as you're stood there looking so glamorous today on our Decadence weekend, I must say you do look absolutely glorious. Should we do those purple snakeskin ones for you?
Yes, 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 please. Oh, sorry, I forgot the please actually. Yes, please, Zena.
I knew you meant it. I could see the please in your eyes. It's fine. It's fine. Gem, Gem, Gem. How much do you like them?
I love them. I absolutely love them.
Never been on their own before these. This is their first royal outing. Now, again, let me just show you, look. To flip it around, look, so you can see. Yep, all the way around, look, those. And that incredible, look at them when the light hits them. Look at those. Now, £4.95, Gem. We've gone clearance. They've never been on their own before. Why would we do that? She's speechless. That is something. 2, 4, 6. She's a bit like me. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. I'm being cheeky, sorry. I am being cheeky. She knows I love her. What would you do with these, Jem?
Do you know what? I would have a single one on the thickest satin threading material I could push through the hole.
Like it, yeah.
And just suspend it as a choker. Just
nice.
Right in that bit.
Yeah.
Because I think that they're dramatic and beautiful.
They are, aren't they? Most wonderful hue, aren't they? Oh.
But they're big enough that you could make a real feature pendant out of them, wrap round it, give it some squirly whirly bits.
Make a whole suite, ring, bracelet, earrings, pendant, everything out of these, couldn't you?
Definitely.
And $4.95 for that many of those as well. They're lovely, aren't they? Now, 25 of these are gone already. That's a third of the stock. So those of you quick at your maths, we started with 75. Again, shall I give you a little count? Now, they're just an idea. They're 20mm drop, and at the widest section in the middle, they're 15mm across for you. Okay, and it's that snake skin effect, isn't it? Oh.
But you've got it every which way for me, because you've got purple, you've got the pearlescence of the shell, and you've got that lacy overlay, and it's snake print. I mean, how many more things can you throw at a single strand?
And it's ridiculously priced. You know, and look at when the light hits it, Jem. Oh,
that is gorgeous,
isn't it? Isn't it something else? Now there are 20 on my particular strand in studio, my lovelies. Mirabelle's got them as well. Oh, hang on. Do you know what tends to happen when people see a deal like this? More of you tend to rush to the phone lines on that 0800 6444 655. I mean, literally in the last few seconds, Jeanette's coming on the phone, Irina's coming on the phone, Barbara's coming on the phone, Anne's coming on the phone, Jean's coming on the phone, Anita's coming on the phone. Literally in the last few seconds to race in on these. Don't forget, you can use our Jewellery Maker app. Just download it free of charge. Search for the application. Download it. We don't charge you. You log in, set yourself a password, and you can watch us live as well. Anywhere you go, take us with you. Oh yeah, I do. I watch Jewellery Maker on the toilet. I do. I take it with me. I don't like to waste time. Don't like to waste time. I don't like to miss out on anything. I don't want to miss a strand. I do. Right then, so 20 of these on the strand for $4.95. May I just ask how many we've got left, Phil? 20. Sorry, it keeps going down. It was 20, then it was 19, now it's 18. But yeah, don't forget as well, 30-day money-back guarantee. So if you see something that you think, oh, I really like those, and you think, but I want to see them for myself, I want to enjoy them, I want to touch them, I want to see what they're like, you get 30-day money-back guarantee. What do you think they'd look like with these? Do you think they'd look lovely with those pearls look as well?
So now purple is a very regal, royal colour. It has been associated with royalty for decades, centuries.
And the church, you think of cardinals and things as well, you know.
So to have that with that, it looks amazing.
How do you fancy me doing a star buy of those pearls to go with these? Shall I do that? Let's do that. Let's do a star buy and we'll do it for you right now. We have got these beautiful pearls. So if in the kit earlier today with us and we'd got that beautiful diamond heart and the kit was a little bit of a stretch too far for you, let's give you a singular strand of delicious white pearls, glorious white pearls, freshwater cultured pearls, as you can see there. I'll hold those out for you just to show you that they are indeed top drilled, so they're going to sit great. 6 by 7 mil, so a lovely, lovely size again. And look at how the light in that pearlescence, that beautiful pearlescence, that lustre. We're going to start calling it there a pearlescence. That's a lustre and a pearl. Do you like it?
Oh, well, I was thinking polyester because obviously that's just how classy I am. I thought that's not a very nice way to describe it.
No, it's pearl and it's lustre. It's that beautiful pearlescence and that glorious lustre. And basically that means as that light hits, that refraction of light ricochets off all the different natural layers of that nacre throughout this incredible organic gemstone. And we don't get top drill pearls very often, do we? And that gives them a very unusual way that they sit.
Yeah, I made a necklace with some very similar to this several years ago, and they just naturally, if you pull the beading material quite tightly, they naturally go one way, one the other way.
Yeah, they do.
And it's a really nice effect.
I've seen that with some of our guest designers do that. And again, look at that with the sterling silver chain and those Ethiopian opal. It's just going to go well with the... And again, if you got that incredible 7mm round ruby strand earlier, coupled with these beautiful pearls, you've got such a great deal. Now, on these pearls, I've got 94 to start with, that's it. And like that incredible multicoloured deal of the day strand of pearls we had yesterday, I'm going to go into £10. There you go. I've set our stall out, and we're not going to £9.95, we're going to £8.95 for genuine. Now, this is the first thing you've got to do when you're buying pearls out there in the marketplace today. If you ever think of buying your pearls from anywhere other than Jewellery Maker, you've got to make sure they're real. Ours are guaranteed to be 100% genuine pearls. Absolutely genuine and top quality. If there is one word I hear all the time about our pearls from our guest designers, from our team, from our buyers, from my crew, our fellow presenters and customers that come in on the workshop, quality. Quality. Gem's nodding. Look at that. Quality. £8.95 on those. Now, I've got people coming in buying 2s and 3s. Lynn's had 2. Linda in Counter Durham's had 3. I've got so many people that are just... The floodgates have just opened on this strand, on these. Again, as I said, if you manage to get my beautiful strand of rubies, let me show you with the ruby. This the gorgeous thing about pearls, because they're this perfect white, they will go with everything I put them with. Whether I put them with the rubies, whether I put them with your tanzanite, whether I put them with your Ethiopian opal, it's irrelevant. Whether I sort of make them funky and go with those incredible purple shells, it doesn't matter. What you put with pearls, it will work. Now, how many gemstones can you honestly say that about, where everything, every colour, every shade, every size, every type, rarity, how many gemstones can you say that about? Not many, are there?
No, you've got your black spinel, which incidentally is another perfect partner for the pearl. But no, a white coloured pearl is just absolutely ideal.
Absolutely,
It's a staple.
It is a staple. And is there anything else that is as timeless, as classical, as iconic? Think of the movie stars you think of when you think about pearls. I'm thinking immediately Marilyn Monroe, immediately Audrey Hepburn, immediately I'm thinking of, just trying to think as well, Elizabeth Taylor, Doris Day, all the people that you think of in their heyday, Betty Davis, all these people. I mean, we've got a screenshot, a slide somewhere. I'll have to ask Maggie about this at some point. And it basically lists all the people over the last sort of so many periods and centuries that have worn pearls. I'll have to show. We'll have to find out where that is, Maggie. And it lists all the nobility, all the queens, whether it's Victoria with her black pearls or Queen Elizabeth II, Queen Elizabeth I. I mean, there was back in the day. There were countries that sort of revered pearls to such a degree, they made it a law that only nobility were allowed to wear pearls. You couldn't, it was illegal. So if you and I weren't sort of nobility and of sort of blue blood, Gem, we wouldn't have been, it basically could have been locked up for wearing pearls.
Well, that's terrible because I'm a lady, we all know this.
Well, absolutely. Yeah, we all know that, Lady Gem, but I'm just saying, you know, look at it with that. Oh, her hand went on her hip, look.
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah. I'll show you these on the neckline again, so we just say, can you hold them up again, Zane? Of course I can. £8.95. Now, how many have we got left, Phil? Because we only started with 94. Okay, can I just say, I'm a bit worried. I'm not worried, they will sell out, which is exactly what we want them to do at £8.95 because we've got to make way for our birthday week. We've got to make way for we've got to make some room. We've got no room left. Collection Oregon, Collection South Yorkshire, Eleanor Swether, Kerry, lots and lots and lots of you coming in on these. Can I show you what I've got coming up in our next kit in about 5 or 10 minutes, which will go beautifully with these? Firstly, I've got these incredible pearls. Look at that. Now, if you want to show, I mean, there is no question immediately to the eye that these 2 sets of pearls are genuine, is there? They are truly outstanding. I mean, extraordinary 2 strands of pearls there. But in addition, can I show you something else that would go lovely with this strand? Look at these. Look at these. Oh my word. And the good news is they are double-sided. Even these huge ones here, look. I'll tell you now, my lovely guest designer Jem has had an absolute field day with these. Have we had everybody texting in which piece of jewellery, whether it's the bracelet or the necklace? Jem, apparently everybody would like you to make the necklace. Apparently, it was about 80-20, so most people wanted the necklace and some people like me wanted the bracelet. But you know what? It's not about me, it's about you, and you want the necklace. So is that okay with you, darling?
Absolutely fine.
Everybody wants to see the necklace. So they are coming up in literally about 10 minutes' time, those are, so good luck on those. 3 minutes' time, is it? Oh, okay, we're doing it straight after the break. Sorry about that. Good luck on those last few. Collection Oregon's just got 3, Lee's got 3, Linda's got 3, Lynn's got 2, Wendy's got 2. They will sell out, and quite rightfully so. Good luck, good luck, good luck on getting yours at $8.95. And we shall see you literally in a minute or 2 on the other side of this very short break.
Polymer clay I love because it will cross all ages and all mediums. You can tone it with lots of different colours to make all the shades that you desire. You can mix it with resins, you can mix it with all sorts of mediums, but not just jewellery. You can also do things like add it to your scrapbooking, your card making, and children will love it. It's a non-toxic medium, so perfect for all the family. It would just be endless the amount of things you can make with it. I love it.
I started crafting from a very young age, doing all sorts of different crafting. That developed into card making and then onto jewellery making.
I got started because my sister started giving us jewellery and the women in the family jewellery as gifts.
To start, I was making it for me, and then my friends saw what I was wearing, and then one of my friends said, well, why don't you have a go at selling? So I thought, well, I'll give it a go and see how it goes.
I do like a challenge. Because sometimes you look at something and think you can't do it, but then you don't know if you don't try, do you?
When you've made it and you've just made it, you think that's nice, put it on. When you get it out the next time, that's when you think, yeah, that looks really good, that looks quite professional, I'm proud to wear it.
Quite often at work they'll ask me what I'm wearing. They're astonished, first of all. You think something's so simple and they're astonished at the piece of jewellery that you've made.
They say it looks so professional, and when I show them how easy it is to do, they're saying, oh, can I have a go of it?
These necklaces are great for layering up, for atmosphere, sort of holidays.
Because they're there in the living room with you, you get to see the same people on a regular basis and you feel a bit like you know them.
It's like a family, you know all the guests that are on the TV. And then when you come to something like a workshop, it's really good because you seem to know everybody, you know about the people that you're working with.
It just feels like your own family, that you're actually there with them and you are part of their family, you're part of their, you know, their community.
Welcome back to Jewellery Maker. I love it when we start over here. It's like that, and it's like, wee, me, mate. Right then, so we've got the lovely gorgeous guest designer, our lovely Jem, and everybody's been messaging in about how everybody loves your designs.
Oh, bless them, very muchly, thank you.
Very muchly. Now, a little bit earlier on, Jem very, very generously said, because we normally say before we come on, which one do you want to demonstrate? And we were like, oh, I don't know, bracelet or the necklace. So we said, well, do you know what? We said, let you decide. So for all of you, and there was an absolute plethora of you that did take the time to join in a bit of fun and message in, and we just said message bracelet or necklace. And it was about an 80-20 split, and some of you wanted bracelet like me, but it's not about what I want. And for those of you that did want the bracelet, sorry, but the majority of you wanted the necklace demonstrated. Okay, so if that's okay with you, we're going to do the
absolutely fine.
Now, on this kit, I'm fully expecting, because I know how much you love these, we all do, the whole crew. This is a whole company-wide love affair with this strand of abalone. We cannot get enough of them, sadly. They are wow factor. I mean, if you were somebody that likes making jewellery that doesn't get you noticed, this isn't going to be for you, because these are big statement, fabulous wow factor pieces, aren't they?
They are.
Sorry, Jem.
I was just going to say they're light.
Exactly.
For the size, that's for me is key.
Do you know what? To prove the point with these abalone shells, our lovely Jem has actually made a pair of earrings with 2 of them. And the thing is, you know, in fact, I might even, we might even sort of give them a try and actually try them on just to see if they are how they feel.
See what you think.
Do you mind?
Not in the slightest, do I?
Okay, we'll do that actually. I'll put them on in a second and I'll see. But I'm feeling them here, and how many have I got? 2, 4, 6, 7 on this strand. Really, really lightweight, and they are double-sided. They're amazing quality. Now let me just show you around each one. Absolutely amazing, because you've got the most incredible levels of iridescence. Now look at the colours. I mean, look at the colours there. I mean, I'm seeing golds, pinks, blues, greens, purples, golds, violets, everything. And look, if I just show you, in fact, if I show you 2 side by side, look, totally individual, a bit like an amylite. Because they're from under the ocean, because they have to be free-dived for, you cannot scuba dive for these, because the bubbles disrupt the ocean bed, and you're not allowed to do that. I mean, these are classed as a delicacy in New Zealand, they really are. So they're a glorious gemstone created in the sea with a fusion of all these rainbow colours and these swirling and rolling beautiful patterns. And they're mesmerising, aren't they? Absolutely mesmerising.
I adore them. It's like a rainbow crossed with mist, crossed with magic, crossed with unicorn tails.
Yeah, absolutely. They're lovely. In fact, yeah, you could imagine this as a pendant or a collar around a unicorn, couldn't you?
You could. I nearly made it into fairy wings.
Oh,
but then I got distracted and did something else.
Oh. Well, I'm going to put those there for 1 second because they are glorious. Now, I did mention the pearls to you earlier, didn't I? These are completely natural. You can tell, can't you? I mean, there are some strands where sometimes, you know, you look up on the system, you think, are they natural, aren't they natural? I didn't even have to look that up. It's blatantly natural. 100% genuine, of course. And again, coupled with that, I mean, these are the gemstones of water, of the ocean, aren't they? Just perfect. Now, I must just mention, I'll tell you what we're going to do as well. We'll go through the wire, because we gave you so much wire, didn't we, Jem?
So much. Absolutely loads. Which is why one of the pieces has got rather a lot of it in.
Now, we've got 3 metres of all the wire, each reel. So each reel has got 3 metres. You've got half round and square in these. So we've got, in the half round, we've got 0.6 mil, 0.8 mil and 1 mil. So 3 fabulous gauges. Mm-hmm. In the square, so we've got square wire, we've got 0.5 mil, 0.6 mil, 0.8 mil and 1 mil. Okay, now I haven't chosen whether I'm picking up the rounds or the half rounds or the squares because I didn't have time to separate them all out. But 21 metres. Now, who was I with the other day? And it was the first time they'd worked with half round and square and they were smitten with it, one of our guest designers. It was Hayley, wasn't it? Yeah, we had one of our new guest designers, Hayley, our lovely South African lady, and she'd never worked with half round and square, and she was saying how different and wonderful, and she fell in love with it.
Yeah, it totally takes you to a different zone, and it gives you different ideas, different inspiration, and there's things that you can do with special profile wire that you can't necessarily achieve with a round wire.
Such as,
which we'll be doing in the demonstration, actually getting a really, really tight meeting of metals.
Exactly.
It's absolutely
great
ideal.
for wrapping cabochons. Absolutely, on the half round. Brilliant.
Okay, so for 21 metres of that beautiful, and again, we know how much you love it, half round and square wire, very contemporary looks. With these, now I've got 7 of these abalones. Now, how many have we got in the picture there? 2, 4, yeah, 7. So again, it might differ. We don't guarantee 7, but you're going to get these sensational. And these are top grade abalone, with all due respect. To get that level at that variety of colour, full on, really vibrant, and that brilliant iridescence, that means top grade. And each shell embodies this unique display of colours and markings, almost like a human fingerprint. Totally unique.
Yeah, most definitely.
Yeah.
You will find some that are similar enough if you did want to book match them in
Try
effect.
and, yeah.
Certainly size-wise, there's pairs in there.
Absolutely.
But they are uniquely beautiful, and I love the name of the kit. I think it's fab.
Ocean Splendour.
I know.
I know.
Okay, so let's just bear this in mind. It should be £61.70. Oh, sorry, I got excited. Oh, look, even that got excited. 34.90. Sorry, Jem. 34.95. Now, already over half of the stock are in baskets. So if you all check out, half the stock's gone. Okay, half the stock has now gone. And listen to the list of people yet to check out. Linda, Stephanie, Jane, Deborah, collector in Norfolk, Bryony, Lynn, I can't keep up with you all, Wendy, Yvonne, Sue, collector in Lancashire, collector in Surrey, Lee in Cardiff, Marilyn, I cannot keep up with you all. These will be gone, these abalones. They are, and once we get them onto dry land, they are hand cut, they are buffed and polished by experts that really do know how to bring out the natural curves and patterns of the abalone. I mean, this is real expertise, it really, really is. And basically, it ensures that every single one of these abalone shells, we take full advantage of all the colours of the ocean that are poured into these. They are just stunning. And bear in mind, the diving and fishing for abalone is now severely restricted. So hence why we'll never have enough abalone to go around. But I tell you what, you have, look at that. Doesn't this colour of wire, this beautiful, beautiful colour of wire, suit it to perfection?
Absolutely, because it sort of tones in with it. You can have something like the goddess pendant, which is, the wire is integral, but you can have one of the other pendants, and it's such a gentle colour. It just sort of melts into it. It's ideal.
I love that lady on that. It's great.
She's a cracking bird, isn't she?
She's a cracking bird, isn't she? She's lovely, very voluptuous. She looks great, as a woman should be. Very voluptuous. Don't you think, Jem? Well, you obviously do, you made her. But again, I'm just thinking as well, think of that lovely silver knitted wire with the gunmetal stained little balls inside. How lovely would they look on these?
It would be gorgeous.
Wouldn't it just?
And a hot copper as well would look really pretty.
Yeah, absolutely.
Now, have we shown the bracelet as well with those beautiful pearls?
Because we do want to have a look at the bracelet as well, don't we? Because that's beautiful. Because I wanted you to demonstrate that one, but
Everybody's pulled rank and said no. We would like, as a choice, the pendant. Now, have we shown the earrings? Because I'd like to. Have we tried them? Well, I'm going to wear them. I'm going to try them. Is that? Do you mind, Jen?
No, not in the slightest. Please do.
I want to see. I want to test it. If you don't mind, lovely girl. Now, I normally have. Have I got? Oh, hang on. There's only 10 kits left. I'm not very good at. I don't know why I've decided to do this because I'm not very good at putting earrings in. I can't find the hole.
It's up a bit, left a bit, right a bit, down a bit. I'm kidding. I don't know where it is.
Right. I'm gonna go and find a mirror and I'm gonna try one on. If that's all right. I'm gonna keep fishing for me. Right then. So, how many got left, Phil? I've got 10. Oh God, I've done it. I've done one. Isn't it weird how I can thread through my right ear, but I can't thread through my left ear. It's because I'm right-handed, I suppose. Right. Well, I've got one on. Can you see it? Oh, I tell you what, they're really. You don't. You can't even. You know they're there, but they're not heavy at all.
No, it's like somebody injected helium into them instead of air.
Do you know what? Jenny Cleary for shoulder dusters. She'd love these, wouldn't she, Jenny Cleary?
I mean, obviously, each person will have their own tolerance for weight of earrings, but I thought that the smallest two from the strand. Look at you.
Sorry, I'm just chatting to everyone. Sorry, what were you saying? I was so fixated with my own earrings then. Sorry, go on.
Not in the slightest. No, I just thought that it would be worth giving it a go to see what they felt like. Now, they haven't been in my ears, so you're okay. No cross-contamination there.
I don't care. I don't care. Look at them.
But I thought weight-wise, they were really good.
They're lovely. Who'd have thought you could wear a massive pair? Look at them. Can you see with my hair there, look? Can you see with them? My hair's all sticking over, isn't it? Oh, they're lovely. Right then, well, apparently everybody... have they sold out yet? 5 left. Collection Cambridgeshire, Dawn, Debbie Collection, Surrey, Lorna, Stephanie Lynn. It's down to the last 4 now. Now then... Oh, they feel lovely.
Do they feel okay? Because I used wire from the kit to make the earring findings as well.
But I do feel like I want to keep doing that.
That's all right, you can do that. That's fine.
Is that allowed?
Yeah. Nobody minds if she does that, do they?
Is that okay? Now, the necklace we're going to do is it this one here?
Yes.
It is this one here, isn't it? So this one here, Leon, lovely Leon. I'm going to twist it into the camera to make sure you can see it. There we go. There we go. Okay, so that is and as I said, thank you for texting in. If you were one of the people that texted in and said, could I please see the necklace? Thank you. Right then, gorgeous.
Okay.
You are it. You have been tagged.
Okay. What we're going to start with is 3 lengths of square wire. Now, you can use half round to wrap the framework of a cabochon and it will sit really beautifully against the cab, but I really like the square wire because you get an impact, a scintillation on the junction of the wire that faces forwards.
Well, that sounded very technical.
Probably just talking complete and utter rhubarb.
I was suitably impressed, Jem. I was smitten then with Jem. I was like, oh, you needed a white lab coat on. It was fascinating.
I'll wear one next time. Let me just take a quick measure on the wire, please, my darling.
My darling. Let me get out your road.
Now, I've cut 3 24-inch lengths, so that's, 60 centimetres times 3. Okay. So it's quite wire hungry, but what this gives you the opportunity to do is really go to town over the top of the bail. So you can see we've got some swirly bits there. And that's really taking benefit from all that excess wire.
Yeah.
Now, if you get there and you decide you don't want all the swirly-whirly bits, a good length of this wire is still always going to be useful for such things as findings.
Yep.
And the broader profile square wire is fantastic for S-hooks.
Absolutely.
And the such.
Yep.
So I've got the natural curl or curve of the wire as it's come off the reel.
Okay.
And I've got 3 little smiles and each one is 60 centimetres.
Okay.
Now, for this part of the demonstration, I'm using the 1mm gauge, but you can also use the 0.8mm gauge, which is much easier to work with. So if you're newer to wire
Good way
work,
to practice.
then go for it. Go with the slightly lighter one. What we want to do to start off with is get a bit of warmth into the wire, just at the very centre point of the curves. And I'm going to use some of the 0.6 half round wire now to hold that all together. Now again, you can use any of the sizes of the half round for this purpose.
Okay.
And I always work off the reel because then you suffer minimal wastage.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So the first thing we're going to do is find approximately the centre point. Now, I used to be quite fastidious about making sure it was dead in the middle. Really doesn't matter.
No.
Because your curls can be trimmed or they can be asymmetric as they are with this design.
Yeah.
So the first thing I'm going to do is to try and get my square wires to sit one on top of the other so that you've got flat surface to flat surface and it's not curved in any way.
Okay.
That becomes easier when you start wrapping around. So I'm going to find the flat side of the half round and offer that onto my stack of 3 square wires.
Okay.
And I'm just going to draw that round. Now, you do want to put a bit of tension into this. Which is much easier if you've pre-warmed the wire slightly. And we want those wraps to be nice and snug against each other. And in a moment, I'm going to trim off the excess. Now, this is the side, the curve on the inside that's going to sit against the gemstone. So I'm going to trim the wire so that the end sits on the inside of the design. That way, it sits closest to the gemstone. but it's not going to capture any clothes because it'll be hidden inside the mechanics.
Okay, yeah.
So if I just flip this over for a second and draw that down, I'm going to trim the wire just there. Now you don't want to trim it too closely, otherwise it will pull away. So what we're going to do is smush those ends down.
Smush.
Smush.
I love your vocabulary. It's very unique.
Yeah,
Smush.
I have been told. Or squeeze or squidge as you prefer.
Oh, I like smush. I like that's my new one.
Fair enough.
We were just saying you've gone from fastidious to smush. That's great.
Every day's a school day, learning a new word.
Exactly, smush.
So we've got a binding around those 3 square wires, and the endings are on the inside and it's all nice and snug on the outside. Now giving it a really hearty smush will mean that it's less likely to come undone a bit later on, and you really don't want it to come undone.
That looks lovely.
The next thing we're going to do, we've got a front wire, a centre wire and a back wire. I'm just going to hold the bit that we have bound together with my pliers and very gently find out which is the wire that is closest to me from the heavy wires, the square, and I'm just going to pull that towards me. So you can see we've got a bit of a curve going on there.
Yep.
I'm going to repeat that now 4 times so that the front wire comes forwards, and then on the far side of where we've bound, the back wire comes back in mirror to this, and then the front wire will pop forwards. So I won't talk you through that quite as explicitly, but just find out which wire you're working with. What I'm doing here is putting a little bit of warmth into it. Now you can either grip it with your pliers or pop your thumb in and just bring that out so that it matches. So that's relatively uniform. I'm going to do exactly the same on the other side. So this is what was the front wire, pulling that away. And you can either hold the junction that we've wrapped with your hands or with the pliers. It's whatever is most comfortable and easiest for you. So I'm supporting the binding part with my fingers, and now we've got this sort of basketball shape thing going on. What we're going to do now is create a curve on one of the outer wires, just by using my thumb and bend that back around in, I would say that's about 1.5 inches that we've gone along there. Now I'm going to use my pliers for this part because we want this wire that's coming back here to now sit flat back in its original position, so it returns to being the front wire. So I'm putting a bit of a bend on it there.
Got you.
And I would then now repeat this 4 times. So if I just warm this up slightly and then put the bend in, it's considering this is the 1 mil wire.
I was just going to say,
if you respect it and you warm it slightly, it will cooperate for you and operate as you want it to. Pick a word.
no, I like it. I'm fascinated by it. I'm so but yeah, it's true though, isn't it? So basically, if you treat it with respect, like human beings, it's going to pretty much do what you want.
Absolutely, it will be there for you.
Treat it badly and don't warm it up, it's not going to do nothing.
If you don't respect your wire, it can snap and get angry and snarky
and resist you.
It can
resist your advances.
And resistance isn't futile if you're wire. You can be really awkward.
Yeah.
So don't go there. That's just showing what a complete geek I am. Now I've seen here that my shape coming out on this side is beautiful, but this one is slightly
It's a bit
off.
bigger, isn't it?
It's a bit bigger. So what I'm going to do is just use my pliers on the flat surfaces and make that do exactly what I want it to before I put that second curve in. What you need to be doing with your square wire is ensuring that the same surface is coming upwards towards you. You don't want to twist the wire and then put a bend in it, because that will be awkward and it will all go a bit wrong. The next thing we were going to do is bind exactly the same way that we started, and then I will move on and show you some of the bits and pieces that I've prepared whilst we were chatting earlier on. So at this stage, it's just prudent to take a moment to make sure that these wires are flat. If they're sort of bending out a little bit, it's not going to look as nice or stay together as well. So I'm just going to give that a bit of a squeeze together, and then I'm going to grab the 0.6 mil half round. Absolutely fine, thank you. This is the dome side, and that is the flat side. It can be a bit tricky, and I have actually on air done it the wrong way round. So just take a moment to ensure that you have the flat side going to the flat side of your square wire. and pass it over the top of your bundle of wires there and just draw it around a couple of times. That wire is being awkward, so I'm just going to get him out of the way. Again, having tension here to make sure that this is a tight bound group is quite important.
Yeah.
And also to ensure that your ending occurs on the inside.
Yeah.
So that's a little bit over long, so I'm just going to trim off literally 1 millimetre of wire so that I can push this down and it's flat on the inside.
Yeah.
Now, what you can do if you're particularly fastidious is count how many times you went around on your first wrap and sort of book match it. So I'm just going to spin around another couple of times because I'm not really into making sure that it's perfectly book matched. I'm a little bit more fluid with that. So if I just trim that off there, and what we would be aiming to do is ensure that those all sit nicely together, the ends occurring on the inside of the design. Once you're happy with how that's positioned, give it another smush. I'm just going to try and neaten that up a little bit.
Okay.
Now, this is when you would want to pick up your gemstone. If I pop that down like this, you're going to need to work out how many times you want to make this section. So I've got a couple of examples for you and how this can work. If I just pop these back in.
So while you do that, can I bring this wire on just to give an alternative? Okay. I know. I thought you might. This is your favourite colour, isn't it?
It is.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, there are only 2 kits left. Just really quickly, the 18 people with you got it in their baskets, and we've got 2 kits left only. Okay, now, as our lovely Jem was just guffawing over this wire, because this is your favourite colour right now, isn't it?
I do love the antique bronze. It was my colour of the year for 2015.
Wasn't it? You love it. No, I always remember that about you. We've got Antique Bronze Roadshow. Do you like to get it? Antique Roadshow, you get it?
Who came up with that? We need to know. Whose idea?
Phil. He likes naming them.
Nice.
Right then, we've got 4 different, am I right? Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah, 4 different gauges there. We've got 0.25 mil. Now, in the 0.25 mil for your wrapping, we've got 15 metres. Then in your 0.4 mil, you got 10 metres. In your 0.6 mil, you got 10 metres. And your 0.8 mil, you got 10 metres. So unless I'm very much mistaken, is that 55 metres? Oh, 45. No, it isn't. Is it? 45. Yeah, I can't add up. 45 metres of the antique bronze. It's going to look lovely with the copper. It's going to look lovely with the pearls and the... In fact, look at... Shall I show you? Look at that. Just to show you that next to it. Look. Wow.
Absolutely. I would be inclined to always mix my bronzes.
Totally agree.
With coppers, with golds, even sometimes with the silvers. It has a real impact.
It does. I like that. If we just halve the price, Phil.
Hold on.
Yeah, put your glasses on, love.
My monitor's not on today, so...
Don't look at me. Don't look at me, Jim. I didn't set the price. Have we both been rendered speechless? You know it was on the camera shot then and you just rubbed it off it, don't
Sorry,
you?
I've stolen it. I don't care. I'm in a mood. That's a lot of wire for a little price. I'll pop that back for
45 metres.
It's back for you if you want it.
$6.95. Now, Phil, they're going to sell out. How many have we got? Got 24 left. 24 left, so Rachel, Suzanne, Collector Shout. In fact, I'm not going to go through there's no point me going through all the names because we need to get back to the demonstration. $6.95. What's that per reel, Phil?
It's less than £2.
It's less than, less than £2. £1.80. £1.74. £1.74. £1.74 for 10 or 15 metres. Oh yeah, if Laura Binding's watching and she's got herself home, she'll be getting that in a basket, won't she? The Binding, I tell you. And Zoe likes jams thinking about it. They're nearly all gone. Nearly all gone. Okay, we'll get back to you, lovely, because we just want to give people, because again, you could use either of these in the...
Both are going to work so beautifully, because you do have elements of gold in there, you do have elements of bronze tones throughout the shell.
$6.95, no brainer. There's 4 left.
To be honest with you, $6.95 for 1 reel, 10 metres of the 0.8 is what we've seen in preceding years. So.
Okay, anyway, right then, back to you.
Right, if I just grab this back in that we were looking at a second ago, we've got the natural curve of the wire helping us, And what you need to do is offer the shell of your choice in, or whatever it is that you're looking to wrap in, and work out whether you want to have large sections or many small sections, or perhaps just 3 large ones.
Yep.
So I'm just going to show you what it looks like if you continue to do this process up to the right size that you would need for these beautiful shells. So I'll pop this to one side.
Because you're going to fold those sections in as like a prong almost, aren't you?
Absolutely.
Yeah, got you. Okay.
So here's one of our options, and this is using the 1mm gauge square, and I've done pointed sections rather than curved sections. And this, as I say, is the heavier wire, but I've only done 3 to make a cage.
Got you.
And if I just offer one in, you can see how that's going to work.
Oh, wow.
Because that's one of the largest shells on the strand. But you've got enough with those 3 large sections, and what I will show you how to do at the top, that's going to be perfectly secure.
And it hardly hides any of it either, does it?
Exactly. You get to see all the beauty, all that natural beauty. So if I pop that to one side, I'll show you an alternative that I've made, and this is using the 0.8 square wire, and this is the one that I wanted to work with.
That one.
So on this design, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 little turrety, teethy sections. We did come up with a name for this a couple of months ago. I think it was dragon tooth cage, something like that.
I like that, yeah.
So we've got, as I say, there's 5 sections. It's done in exactly the same way, but instead of curving with your finger, you would offer your pliers in and give it a squeeze to achieve that shape.
Okay.
Any questions on that section of the demo, please contact me on my page and I'll endeavour to help you. Now what we're going to do is grab one of the medium-sized pieces and just offer that in. Now you can curve around a mandrel if you desire. I use a ring mandrel because you can press it very, very gently. We're not looking to make something ring size, we're just looking to put a curve in it.
Gentle curve.
And because this is the 0.8, it works really softly and gently. So we've done the 5 little sort of peaks and troughs, as it were, and we've now bent it round so that it's going to fit my shell of choice.
Okay.
The next thing that we need to do is make the teeth come upwards so that they're going to encase the gemstone rather than just sort of sticking out. Now, because this is such a deep and double-sided shell, you don't want your teeth to be too small, because if they are, it might sort of pop out.
Yeah.
However, there are ways and means that we can adapt this. If you get through it and you think, oh, that's the best wrapping I've ever done in my life, but the thing's going to pop out, that's why we've got all this excess wire. We have ways and means of adapting things. Don't think of it as a mistake, think of it as how you're learning as you go along. Anyway, I'm talking far too much and not doing enough. So,
never. I won't have that. Take that back.
Our central strand of the square 0.8mm needs to come up directly in a straight line from exactly where you were working with it.
Okay.
I just want to offer my shell in again to make sure you can see where my last binding wire is.
Yeah.
There's still plenty up here to work with. If you get too close to it, it gets a bit tight, so we need to leave, that's about 1.5 inches between the last wrap and the tip of the shell. So I'm going to take the shell out for a second. I'm going to support the frame between my thumb and forefinger. In between my thumb and forefinger, I have the dragon's tooth that I'm not working on, and I also have the central wire, so I'm supporting those. I'm going to go in with my bent nose pliers, with the tip coming away from the design. I'm going to offer that across, and really it's so easy to just move that in ever such a gentle curl, and it is so much more easy to do when you're working with the 0.8. So you can see the curve is quite easy to achieve. See if you can see that on there. You can see that on that one quite easily. So if I do all of those on the one side.
Well, if you do that, shall I bring this other wire in?
Oh yes, what colour have we
Does
got
that
now?
help you?
Absolutely, because it'll just take a few seconds and
that's what
it's
I thought.
repetitious.
We're going to do a really... The antique bronze has sold out. It has sold out, hasn't it, Phil? Phil? Yeah, it has. He's just said yes. They don't listen sometimes. Oh, these boys, I tell you. Now, this is a very substantial reel. As you can, well, you'll feel this when you get it home, the weight of it, because it's a 1mm gauge. It is silver-plated wire. It is 50 metres. Now, we had this previously as a deal of the day, and I've got the last few chances for you at $17.95. Now, that's what we should be, but we've been allowed by the management. We rang them up this morning and said, is there any chance we can match the price? And they went, well, go on then. £12.95. 1 mil. It's 1 mil gauge of silver, gorgeous wire. 1 mil.
That's fantastic. That really is. When I go through kilograms of this stuff, so it's in a round wire, 1 mil and 0.4 are my go-tos.
Are they?
Yeah, and in a square wire, I might sort of lean towards a 0.8
well, you need
as well,
this for your structure, don't you?
Absolutely fantastic. Yeah.
Do you fancy paying how much a metre? 26p. You all right with that? Yeah. Yeah.
Seems legit, as my 12-year-old would say.
26. You don't look old enough to have a 12-year-old.
Oh,
12-year-old. 12-year-old child. Yeah. I've got clothes that are 12 years old.
So have I. I've got clothes that are 25.
1 millimetre gauge, structural, silver coloured. Now all of our wire will be the silver colour, but it's silver plated as well. So 50 metres of silver plated, silver coloured, gorgeous copper wire there. 1 millimetre gauge. We did have to make a phone call to the management because we're not allowed to take it naughty than £17.95. So we've just saved you £5, which is brilliant. Brilliant. £12.95.
That's cracking.
Incredible. Just really quickly, we've got to be quick because we've got to get back to Jem. But really quickly, we're going to just quickly give you this as well because we're going to give you all the options because then you've got silver plated wire, you've got gold gorgeous wire, and you've got the antique bronze and that beautiful copper tone that we had in the kit as well. So we thought we'd give you all of this. This is your 0.6 mil. So again, when I speak to most guest designers, they will say if I had to live with one kind of wire for the rest of my life, it'd be 0.6 mil.
Simply because you can twist it up to make it heavier. It's good for your earring wires.
0.6, 0.8.
You can rosary link with it. Yeah, there's lots going on there.
Get ready for this. Get ready for this. £9.95, 50 metres, 0.6 mil. You're not going to get your breath. Look away, Jem. Don't look.
Is that 50 metres?
Yeah.
Okay then. So at a pinch,
12p a metre.
Josh. Don't want to know. You can tell them. Don't tell me. I'm just going to...
I've just been shushed. I got shushed by guest design. I quite like that. Don't make a habit of it then.
All right. It won't happen again.
No, but it's one of those where you go, no.
Yeah.
Don't, shut up.
Shut up.
12p a metre.
You can even weave with 0.6.
I know you can, can't you, actually?
It gives quite a different dimension to your weaving. So if you're doing something really large, like an angel wing size thing.
But this is 0.6 mil. 0.6 mil? £5.95. I mean, Mark Smith is right flash. He uses this in his garden, on his fence to trail his...
I would expect no less.
Clematis. Or honeysuckle. Phil, do you really not know what a clematis is? It's a beautiful climbing flower, Phil, of all different colours. They're quite hard. I've struggled with clematis over the years.
I've killed 3 of them.
It's not the easiest thing, but I've killed a few, I've got to be honest.
Not on purpose?
No, I really look after my clematis and they're struggling. They're hard. Oh, I've got such young people. You learn your garden. I'm going to get them all a gardening book for Christmas. They're hopeless. How many of these we got left, young Phil, before we get back to our lovely Jem? Okay, at the moment, if you all check out, well, you'll get them all, but £5.95, we'll be running off and getting these, won't we?
I should think so.
Right then, let's get back to Jem. We've given you gold wire, silver wire, the lovely copper wire. We've given you all different
bronze.
Antique bronze.
On and gone.
Sold out. Gold's going to go the same way. We've got some Brady wire coming up as well.
Oh, exciting.
Anyway,
times.
sorry, darling. Back to you, gorgeous
Not a
face.
problem at all. So what we've done is we've put a gentle curve on each of the teeth coming up and inwards towards the centre of the design. If I just push that sideways and rotate it, you can see how it's curving up there. So if you pop the gemstone in, you'll also be able to see that it is starting to come around. So how that comes up.
Oh, that is lovely.
The next thing we're going to do is generate a neck, and what we're going to use are the 2 central wires. I'm going to pull them so that they sit on the ridge where the 2 sort of halves come together.
Yep.
I'm just going to very, very gently use my thumb to push that around so that it traces the natural contours of the shell. Once I've got that shape, I'm going to offer in a pair of pliers and just put a right angle bend in at the top so that it comes away. I'll just twist that around because it's slightly easier for me to do that with that hand. Hold that into position, and I quite like it when it's symmetrical, but it really isn't the most important thing. We can always work with that. So this is the central wire. So we've got 2 bits coming up. Now these are going to form our bail a bit later on, but for the time being what we want to do is tie this together so that the shell can no longer escape.
Yep.
I'm going to start on that side. I've got the wire that is closest to you that has formed one of these teeth. That's going to come forwards. I'm going to do the exact same thing there, so that they're forming a bit of a crossover. Flip around and do the exact same thing on both sides. Now most of the pendants that I generate are double-sided, albeit they won't have the same design on both sides. So we've just crossed over here. What we're trying to achieve is that the central wire is as tight to that centre line on the shell as we can possibly achieve. So I've pushed that into position. I've got my 2 bail wires coming off the top in a sort of straight line coming away. I'm now going to twist this slightly so you can see the front of it, and I'm going to put a gentle curve. It's coming across, starting here, it's the forwards wire. It's coming across. I'm going to put a gentle curve on it like that. I'm going to do the exact same thing here, just with the warmth of my finger.
Give me a little tickle, aren't you?
Yeah, so it looks like a collar. We've got a collar coming across. Now, because this is such a complementary wire for you, you may struggle to see exactly where it is, but when we take the photographs later on, you will, if I move that, you'll be able to see how it fits on the design. Now, I want to lock this in position now, so I'm going to use my thumb to press down on where we've crossed over, and I'm going to spin around, taking this side, coming out the side. I want it to wrap around the 2 bail wires, okay? So it's going round the back, up the other side, and back in the direction it came from. Give it a squeeze. We've done 1/2 of our lock. Going to do the exact same thing in the other direction. Now you'll see that the collar is still there. There's still a collar effect, and we've not come too tight. We're quite gentle, because this is coming around the back now, over the top of the 2 bail wires. I'll just use my thumb to push that in the opposite direction. So if I hold this up and just sort of move it gently, you'll be able to see we've come up, gone all the way around, and back in the opposite direction.
Got you.
We've done the same both sides.
Beautiful.
So I'm just going to do the same on the back very, very quickly.
And I'll tell you what, that abalone shell is going nowhere.
No, it isn't.
Is it?
It's absolutely fine, and it's 0.8 wire. It's a dream to work with, but it's still very secure in quite a simple design. So I'm going to pop my thumb in to generate that shape again, that little collar, pulling around the back, over the top, and off in the opposite direction. And then the same with the last of our outside wires, if you like. So you can decide now, it doesn't really matter if it goes under or over this one. I think it's going to look nicer under, so I'll just flick that around. Goes all the way around the back and comes back across. So now we've got choices. If you want to have a fancy bail, you can weave up here. But I didn't, because I think that with something like this, you want it to have something that's relatively simple. So all I've done is I've made sort of a soft V, and then popped that around a ring mandrel to generate ever such a simple little a split bail, we call it.
I love a split bail.
I do actually. I've only just really discovered that I like doing it. So if I flip that over to show you, at the moment, these 2 are just hanging out down the back. Don't worry about them. And flip that back over to the front. We've got our split bail. My rule of thumb is if I can get my little finger through it, you can pretty much get any threading material you want through it, even the really chunky chains, the popcorn chains, anything. Once you've set the size of your bail, and as I say, you can do with it as you will, we're going to use one of these wires, and I would choose the longest one because it gives me more mileage. And I'm going to wrap this around the back. If I flip it over, and I'm just going to close off the bail. So it's coming across those 2 wires that are coming down the back, going around, 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 and back off where it first started.
And that's locked that split bail into position.
Exactly. Now, everything that you do is cosmetic.
Decorative.
We have got a completely encased item now. What you can do, if you prefer, is make the points on your teeth much more, is it oblique the word?
Yep.
Much more pointier and come further into the design. I actually quite like having as much of the cabochon or the gemstone or the shell on show as possible.
Yep, you and me both.
So all we're doing now is we're discovering what to do. If you don't want to work with all of your threads, you can cut them off.
Yep.
But I like to have the swirls. So to generate a swirl in square wire, I'm just going to warm this one up. I'm going to offer in a pair of round nose pliers at the very, very tip and just start a very gentle curl. And I'll only do this the once.
Okay.
So very, very slowly, starting off with a bit of a loop in the centre because it means you can get a more round effect. Then I switch to, I use these for everything, but any flat pliers will do. And just bit by bit, we're going to create a curl. Now, what I did in this design is I did a couple of swirls that were just sort of hanging out somewhere. I put a couple down onto the face of the design, and then my last swirl I used to cover up the mechanics.
Great, good idea.
So how are we doing for time? What would you like me to achieve? Shall I keep going?
How long we got? 5 minutes? Yeah, we've got another 5 minutes if you want. Everybody's enjoying it.
Do loads of curling.
Yeah.
Because I'm like it. I love this kit. I've got to say, it's a real
gorgeous.
treat. So again, when you're starting off a curl, pays to just take a couple of moments to just make a slow start. Now, some people quite like having a sort of a teardrop start to their curls, so that's another alternative for you. If I just do a couple of swirls quite quickly.
Yeah, great.
Because what you can do is generate your swirly bits and then decide where you want to put them.
Well, it's all right. If you carry on doing those, I'll bring this last wire in.
Perfect.
And then you can show us how to actually finish it off.
You don't need to see this over again.
Okay, so what we've got here is some artistic wire. So when we had a fabulous new beadle-on bangle bracelet weaver tool that we had on the show on Friday that sold out instantly, I did say to you that you could use artistic wire as well, and this is your artistic wire. It's beautiful. And it's half of the work is done for you. It's 2.5 feet of braided, so as you can see it's got a braiding to it. I'll turn it over in a moment to show you how to use this, but it's like a knitted wire, like a Viking knit, like a condensed Viking knit really, and it's just glorious. Now the gauge is a very generous 2.6 mil. It creates the most beautiful bangles and bracelets. Of course, you could do sort of very strong, sort of almost torque type necklace as well. But if I turn this around, because it's got such a good gauge, it's going to have a really good structure. It's going to have a good sort of almost memory effect to it. So once you've positioned it, a bit like we had, and when we had Gemma Crow yesterday, if you were watching, we had the new stainless steel beading thread. And every time she angled it and made a diagonal, it just stayed there because it got such sort of almost a memory to it. It's brilliant. Same concept with this look. So if you bend that into position, it's going to stay there. And again, because of that 2.6 mil, as you can see there, you can really attach lots of lovely wire, lots of lovely, very considerable gemstones in there as well. Really, really strong. It's got a really good hardness to it, this wire as well. And it's, as I said, it's completely beautiful, already braided. Okay, we are giving this away with all due respect because it's 2.5 feet, it's beadle-on, it's top grade, and it's 6.95, 6.95. 6.95 on pennies. 6.95.
One of my favourite things to do with this is just to make hoop earrings.
Yeah.
You can have them plain.
Yeah.
Or because you've got that effect where the wire is sort of meshing together, it's really easy to use a 0.4 mil or a 0.25 and wrap on tiny seed gemstones all the way around the outside. One of my most favourite pair of earrings is just that. And uses literally a couple of inches each.
Because the work's done for you.
Yeah.
That is the work. I'm gonna have a knitted wire. You haven't got a Viking knit. You've got the most beautiful braid effect. It looks so high end. So expensive, this wire. It is gorgeous, and this is the beautiful rose gold. Really, really pretty. So imagine if you think these wires that we had, okay, some lovely wires that we had here as well, that would go beautifully, wouldn't it? That's in the kit. Now, Lou said, please tell Zena she needs to plant the... Oh, is this some clematis advice? Oh, wicked. Oh yeah, need to read this then, Jem. Please tell Zena she needs to plant the clematis deeper than the pot level and and shade the roots. Oh, is that where I've gone wrong?
See now, I put some herbs.
Who was that, Lou? Thank you. Sorry, go on then.
No, sorry for interrupting.
That's right.
Thank you, Lou. I'll use that info as well. You can plant herbs in the pot around, and I think we had purple sage, and that's supposed to protect the roots from the sunshine, so you can co-plant. I still killed mine, but great advice, thank you, Lou.
Thank you. I didn't plant mine deep enough then, obviously. Can I ask Lou one more gardening tip, Lou? Mine wasn't in a pot. That might be what, it was in the sort of, the border. So I wonder, do I need it in a pot? Or she's going to have to tell me gardening tips on Jewellery Maker. Zoe likes jam. She said jam. Jem, your jewellery's stunning. Getting my kit, she says.
Oh, love you. Thank you so much.
Are there any kits left, Phil? No, they're all gone.
I want to know what favourite jam is now.
Oh, she had a whole jar when she was a kid, and she was poorly, so and her nickname stuck. Zoe likes jam. We found out yesterday. Now, Jan in North Yorkshire, where my granddad were from, said, "Hi, ladies."
Speak for yourself.
Hi, ladies. Hello, Jan, lovely girl. She said, "Great show." Oh, thank you. Gemma, I am glued to the TV as I have been wanting to learn how to wrap a cabochon for a while, and your demonstration. Yeah, I think it might have cut off a bit. Actually, it probably says amazing. So Jan loves your demonstration, and she's wanted to know how to wrap a cabochon for ages. So it's a good job we chose to wrap the cabochon, wasn't it?
I was just thinking, the fates aligned, and we did the right thing for the right.
Because we were going to do the bracelet, weren't we? We were. So I'm glad we did that. Now there's only 5 of these left, my lovelies, at £6.95. 5 left. That's it. 2.5 feet. And as you can see there, that's 0.76 metres. Okay. Right then, Jem, let's finish off this beautiful cabochon then, my darling girl.
All right, sweetie. I've got to say, Zoe ate a pot of jam. I drank half a bottle of perfume when I was 3.
Oh!
I bet
you smelled nice, though.
It smelled amazing. So did the bathroom.
Can you imagine it all coming out your pores? Not advised. Please don't do that at home.
Please do not drink anything that isn't drinkable.
Please do not do that.
Or eat a whole pot of jam, because that sounds terrible. So all I have done is I've taken all of my loose ends and just put them into little coils.
Oh,
now,
wow.
I did one, shows ago. It might even have been with you. And we pulled these down so that they resembled owls. So what you could do if you wanted to is, I'll just pop that one across the front, and it'd be a bit like a couple of owl's eyes. And you could, if you wanted to, just unhook these a little bit, because the wire is really workable, and just give him some little wings maybe, if you wanted to. But you've got so many choices.
Yeah.
So because it's going to be an asymmetric design, I'm going to pull one of my swirls down here, and my last swirl, I'm going to tighten right against the design.
Yep.
Again, take your time.
Hide all those workings.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that is as simple as that, really.
Wow.
You've covered all your bits and bobs there, and if you don't like asymmetrical, we'll just take this around the back, we'll hide the workings on the back, and then you have got a little bit of a uni face pendant.
Wow.
If you want it to be identical, you can always pull these across. You've got a little bit of mileage with your wire.
Absolutely.
And you can see now, I'm just twisting that round with my fingers. I mean, what a joy is that to work with, a wire that you can do this with your hands.
Yeah.
And I have quite bad arthritis.
Yeah, you do have some challenges in your hands, don't you, my lovely?
So there, we've got one that is symmetrical now.
Wow, that is absolutely gorgeous, my darling. Oh, we've had so many lovely compliments coming in. Apparently, we've got loads of tips on how to when we're going to read them in about what to do with our clematis as well, apparently.
Fantastic. Well, I'll off to one of the home shops tomorrow and buy some more.
Yeah. Right then, can I just remind everybody this incredible strand of Ethiopian opal AAA grade that is supposed to be £119 that we are going to take miraculously to $69.95 is coming up in 10 minutes and counting. Right then, I'm going to give you a totes amazing star by now. It's going to be totes amazing because guess what? It's our tote bag. I love this bag. This is my favourite Jewellery Maker bag. I shouldn't have favourites, but I do. Now, I'm going to just say, Jem, are you copying me?
I might be.
Look. Now, if there's one guest designer that knows how to pack this bag within an inch of its life...
It's getting heavy.
Jem's defaced her bag, haven't you? You've been drawing on your bag.
I did take a well-known permanent marker brand to my bag. Did you?
But you drove a heart. You drew a heart on it, didn't you? We'll let you
did.
off. We'll let you off because you love it. It's because you love it.
It is.
Now then, Jem, could you live without your totes bag?
No.
No.
Totes not.
Totes not. So, can I, right, what is it, before I even talk about this, because you use this on a daily basis, okay? And I've only got 40 of them, by the way. What is it about this bag? Why do you use it on a daily basis? What is it about it?
You can jam so very much into it, you really can, and there's a compartment for everything.
Yep.
I mean, there's somewhere to hang your keys up. There's a space, mine's got water in it to drink throughout the show. There's 4 compartments with Velcro on. There's a couple of zipped compartments. Yep. I pop mine on my shoulder to carry it in because obviously I've got lots to bring in with me.
Keeps your hands free.
And it doesn't all tip out. It's really well balanced.
Very sturdy.
But the handle that you get up here, the rubber handle, is so comfortable.
Isn't it? I'm glad you said that because that's the one thing I want to say. No matter how much you fill this bag up, okay, so no matter how much you fill the bag up, now how much weight you've got in it, this, you know sometimes when you have a handle, you know when you have like a plastic bag and you got loads of stuff in there and it's heavy and it cuts into your hands and you have all those indentations. It gets worse as you get older, kids, I'm just telling you. This doesn't do that, does it?
No.
That's what's brilliant about it.
Absolutely perfect.
Yeah, I love it. Now, as our lovely Jem said, you've got so many opportunities. Now, on the one side, look, if I just show you here, all Jewellery Maker brand in all the lovely rainbow. It's gorgeous, isn't it? Now, what we've got here, look, is 2 very sizable Velcroed pockets. And what I mean by that is, look, can you see, if I turn it almost on its side, can you see how much look at that. Look at not only the depth, look, but the space, the actual width. Really sizable pockets there. So you've got a Velcro, then we turn it around and you've got a very, very deep zip pocket. I'll get my words out in a minute. You've got these sections and what's classed as a carabiner clip almost, or over large lobster clasp to put your keys on if you want to, or whatever else. Massive, deep, gorgeous zip pocket. And then that gets repeated twice as you go around the bag because it's got 4 sides. Another 2 zip pockets. You've got Jewellery Maker branding on each side. And then, again, you've got a big zip pocket there. You've also got, as our lovely Jem has just said, you can either hold it in your hand or you've got this very usable, adjustable, quite considerably adjustable shoulder strap as well. I mean, that just as simple as that, look. Really, really long shoulder strand if you want to. You've got the big, very comfortable handle. It's the most sturdy bag. Also, I know some of our guest designers have utilised this and emptied it and gone into the supermarket and put 4 bottles of wine in there. I can tell you that right now. I think Jem might have done that as well because she just nodded. So lovely deep pockets here as well. And you've got little loops of material inside. It's hard to show this. So it's hard to show this on the camera, but you can put there you go, look, you can put your tools in there, can't you? And your pliers.
You can, and your pens that are permanent.
Yeah, baby. So, brilliant bag, I have to say. You've got a classic example there. Now, I didn't know, well, I did know Jem would have hers today because you never come in without it, do you?
No.
Never?
No.
So I'm just adjusting that back for you. Now, we're going to go under £20 on this. Which I must say, for a bag of such, I mean, let's just think, ladies especially, what we pay for our bags normally. You know, 17.90, I mean, we get charged 5p for a carrier bag now, don't we? 10p for a bag for life, I'll tell you. And they're not a bag for life, are they? The amount of times I've had to take them back in and get another one, I'll tell you. Now, let's just mention, because I've got a lot of people coming in on these, I only had 40, okay? Now, already Sheena's got them, Nicola, Collector in Oregon, Jackie, Geraldine, Michelle, Mary and Jerry, sorry, TC, Linda, Patricia. Now, Lynn, Pauline, Sylvia, Val, Dawn, you stand a chance if you quick, my lovelies. Now, another thing to mention, can I just say, look at the size of that. Now, unless you've got a phenomenal big front or back door, you ain't going to get that through the letterbox, are you? Eh? £2.95. We don't look at this and say, do you know what, it's a little bit bigger. You know, like when you have your envelopes and you go to the shop and you have to ask for your stamps and they go, oh, it's not that big, it's this, it's another 20p and it's another this. We don't change our £2.95 post and packaging. What are you laughing at?
Just your impression of the postmistress.
Well, you don't know.
Do it again.
I didn't even know what. Do you know my fellow horses do the funny thing you just did? I don't know what I just did. What was that? I don't know what. Did I do a funny postmistress? Did I? Sorry, postmistress, because my lady at my lovely post shop is lovely. Yeah, so we still only charge you £2.95 to deliver that bag. £2.95. Now they're nearly all gone. They will be gone. So Lynn, Dawn, collectors, way over half the stock is gone. We're nearly into single figures. £17.95. It's the best bag, in my opinion, that you will ever on a jewellery mat. For me, I mean, I know we can just, well, saying that as if you need a big one, obviously, because we do some lovely little compact ones as well, don't we, which I love, some really little cute ones which are lovely. Okay, then we've got to go to a little cheeky break. We are coming back with the most exceptional deal of the day on Ethiopian opal we have ever been able to bring you before, and probably won't ever be able to do it again. See you the other side of the break.
When you place your first order with Jewellery Maker, we'll send you a free DVD and booklet to help you get started. The booklet is jam-packed full of information on gemstones, tools, threading, materials and findings. There are step-by-step instructions on how to make bracelets, earrings and necklaces.